40 today.
The short shorts, I would happily show you like sort of like close up, show you what the short shorts look like. But unfortunately, when I lift a leg up like that, you get more than a little dangler.
Why?
This is the only time we can't be serious. We don't have to be serious.
I feel like it's like a cold open. We have to like be chit-chatting to open the show.
A cold open. Is what he calls it when he
It
spreads
makes
his
us
legs.
that much more endearing to the viewers.
We just made it meta. Just talk about
We
your
gotta
dick
show
and move
that
on.
we're human.
Or it's
My
the
dick's
theme on
great,
Monday
thanks
night.
for asking.
I bet it is, actually. The theme on Monday, for Monday night, is rectal polyps. I think Wednesdays could be this. Could be dicks.
In our in-person campaign, Avery actually had 2 of the characters were having a measuring competition, and we all ended up rolling for dick size.
Oh, yeah.
And my halfling won with 13 inches. My halfling rolled for a 13-inch penis.
Very first game I played.
Congratulations!
Very first game I played was a Star Wars RPG, and I rolled a d12 for performance and rolled a 12 for size, and rolled 2 12s.
Ooh,
Baby!
that would be so uncomfortable.
That was
Good
actually
evening,
with,
everyone.
fun
And-
quick aside. That was actually
God.
with Ben, Matt. You would know.
I'm not surprised.
He was running that game.
Not surprised at all. Good evening,
Also,
everyone, and
Mr.
welcome to
Potato
Friday
Head
Night
Snacks.
Dice, our Wednesday
I
night
had a
campaign, where
question.
apparently our intro every Wednesday is now going to be talking about phalluses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Felix's phalluses.
Oh my god.
Schmeat, as one would say.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Table beef, baby!
Oh my god, please no. Just please. It's Wednesday. How you guys doing?
Amazing.
It's
We're here.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yep.
Dying slowly, but doing great.
Dying slowly. Please
Uh-huh.
don't do that.
It's. Oh,
I mean,
man.
technically, we're all dying slowly.
When we get
Some
to the
faster
dice
than
rolling,
others.
I can die faster.
I mean,
That's
I
true.
hope that none of you die, honestly, but we'll see what
If
happens.
Zamir dies, I die.
Never
One
mind, I think I'll power off for a while.
One quick clarification that because we've gone over this a couple times offline, but I do want to go over it online in front of stream for them to see and to know. Just a reminder, we are going to be changing how we do criticals. So for instance, if you roll a nat 20, you have a d12 on your damage dice, you're automatically going to do a 12 on the first die, and then you roll your second die and then add your modifiers, just so that criticals from now on feel like a critical. Because there's been too many times where someone's like, well, fuck, I rolled a 1, I'm going to double it to 2, and now my next hit somehow does more damage than my critical, which just doesn't make sense.
So what you're saying is Kothar's critical dice value is always going to be at least 25 or 23. Wait, that's wrong.
No, I think you mean to be at least like 16 or 14 or 16 or 15.
Oh, you don't double the first dice that is maxed?
No, it's just automatically maxed.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you
see.
max, so like you roll, like if you crit on a just normal d12, you get 12 plus a d12 plus modifier.
Correct.
Right.
So like for a normal crit, the way we would have ran it before is, you would have rolled the 1 dice and doubled it. So if you would have gotten a 12, it would have been 24. So now, or like 6 or whatever. There's, you understand what I'm saying, I think.
You deal at least half of your possible damage on a crit. I get it.
Correct.
Yeah, I like that.
So that way it makes crits feel more like a crit and less shitty. Because I know there's definitely been some times, and every time it happens, I'm just like, man, that just feels awful from a DM standpoint for you guys, because like when Fane goes in for an attack and like dumps all of his stuff into it, like his maneuver, his activation for his blade, gets the crit, but then rolls real dookie damage on all the dice, it does not feel like it was worth the dump.
Yeah, there was one of those where I did like 21 damage with like a max cap of, I think, 45.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
So that just makes this. I think this will come out to be a better what? What?
So if I Hunter's Mark and Planar Warrior, I'm automatically dealing at least 22 damage before I roll any fucking dice.
Correct.
Cool.
It's pretty fucking critical.
Yeah.
That's what a crit does. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
make you do more damage. So,
Fairy Fire?
like this group
Always.
doesn't have enough ways to get advantage on shit.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's not like we're all up in there swinging, getting advantage just from flanking.
Y'all big swinging dicks everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're made of phallic now.
You guys started it. I'm just running with it.
I was
Well,
wanting to talk about Mr. Potato Head and how problematic the character is as our intro, but we made it about phallics instead.
You took a dick and ran with it, Matt?
Yep, you
Is that
heard
what I'm
me.
hearing?
Yeah, you heard it.
Just checking.
Okay.
He's a wiener thief. Get him.
Let's
I
get
need
into
a favor
tonight's
from-
session.
I do need a favor from you guys before we start. So my son is in town and he's an absolute ninja and he likes to sneak up behind me and stand directly behind me and not say anything.
You'll get
So if you
nowhere.
guys see him, I need you
Like
to
Blue's
warn.
Clues.
It's really fucking terrifying.
It happened twice on the
On
Monday
Monday.
night session, and it is genuinely terrifying.
I honestly
I'm
thought.
so
I honestly was
excited.
just like, I saw him standing there, and I saw him, and it like 3 minutes went by, and I was like, I feel like somebody should tell him, but I don't want to be the one to tell him that there's a kid standing behind him.
What's his name?
Please tell me. Lennox.
Lennox.
Lennox? Okay,
Yeah, that's PSA. Please, for the love of God, tell me.
I will.
All right, so now we will get into tonight's session. So, last we gathered the Castaways after beginning their adventure into the Shattered Forest, finding a small elk, and then terrifying it off into the distance as a dragon grabbed it and flew off into the distance with... yes. You guys continued your journey where you saw a place on the map marked as the Evergrew Abyss. As you guys entered into the Evergrew Abyss, you found large draconic-like statues and ancient words written in draconic over the archways, the doors, the puzzles. Oh, all of the puzzles. As you guys descended further in, you found a molten pool of lava strung up by chains in the center of this giant abyss in the center of the mountain. Cages of varying sizes with corpses and bones and varying things in them. Some sort of ancient jail that seemed to be no longer in use. Descending further and deeper into the cavernous depths below, you guys were ambushed by this dragon made of bone as the shadows puppeted its body, a few of you narrowly escaping with your lives. As you guys took some rest, recuperated, and continued to delve deeper, the sounds of the wind rushing through the caverns, the smell of lava and seawater off in the distance. You guys eventually were plowing through a few different traps, various rooms, until you came to one room that, after finding a fairly decent size of what appears to be a small dragon horde, you guys decided that this puzzle wasn't worth your time and proceeded to brute force your way through the door. Between Kothar and Zamira using a few charges of her special kinetic band to unleash a force of energy against this door, you guys destroyed it, crumbled it to the ground, and descended even further. And as you guys followed through the twisting caverns, the temperature growing ever warmer, you entered into a bloodworks of sorts, a waiting ground of what appeared to be an arena, a familiar sight for Fane. And for an instant, he was taken back. You could hear the crowds from beyond the gates chanting his name. You could see the gleaming lights from coming from in, and for a moment, he was home. As you guys extended through the gate, there was a large stone pedestal in the center of the room, maybe 30 feet tall. And as you guys walked out, looking around at this massive obsidian coliseum, the large walls all around you, and this large stone pillar in the center, there was a swirl of red, vibrant flames And there stood before you familiar sight of Urith. The man, peculiar man at that you guys had met not the day prior, not even the day prior, barely 24 hours ago. That he was just seemingly strolling through the plains with nowhere to go and no care in the world. Now seemingly appearing here before all of you, greeting you all, welcoming you as friends, and asking for a show of power, a demonstration. Well, the party, having not taken too kindly to this man just greeting them in this way, called out to him, challenged him, and as he disappeared up into the stands of where the box is, high in the arena, staring down over watching, he snapped his fingers and the two gates on either side of the arena opened, and two massive half-fiend minotaurs came charging out. So we now find all of you with these two minotaurs barreling down at you in the center of the Obsidian arena, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Finally, a good initiative.
All right, 25 to 20.
21.
25.
Is that a natural 20?
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I
Fane.
did it.
Fane is in his element.
That is true. Fane, Zamira. All right. 15 to 20. No one?
17.
Okay. We have Akare. And then the first Minotaur. 10 to 15.
14.
All right. 5 to 10. What you got, Kidai?
Oh no.
Natural 1. It's a 2.
Oh,
Poop.
the other Minotaur goes barely before you with a 3.
Oh, poop.
Oh, yoinks. My yikes, man.
Yikes.
So, at the top of the round, these two Minotaurs are barreling down towards all of you, and I will be a good DM here and share the battle map.
Oh.
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 So, you guys, for just a bit of placement so you guys know where you are, we have Fane, Kothar, Zamira, Kidai, and Akari. At the end of last session, you had mentioned you were circling around to the side,
ever
so I
slightly,
moved you
yeah.
about 20 feet to the right there. So, Fane, top of the round. These two Minotaurs have entered the arena and are quickly barreling down towards both of you. What are you doing?
I am charging 30 feet directly to the left, towards the left-hand Minotaur. I'm sorry, I said left, but I know it's opposite. I meant right. Sorry. We'll get it right eventually.
That's all right.
Maybe one square to the left and one forward, like, or however, like more directly. Yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Sure.
And then 2 shots with the longbow.
You got it.
With Akari's longbow, actually. 25 on the first one,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
and 26 on the second one.
Both are gonna hit.
That's going to
He is in
be
his element.
7 and 9 points of damage.
Okay, so 16 total. Got it.
Yes. I just want to check one thing real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to use maneuvering attack on that last one.
Okay.
And I'm going to let Kothar, for an extra 1 damage, I'm going to let Kothar move up to half his speed.
Does it specify, does he have to move towards something, or does he have to, like,
Nope.
towards you, towards
He
an
gets-
enemy, or anything like that?
It says a creature you can see in here can use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks from the target of your attack.
Gotcha, understood.
Cool.
Shit.
I'll move 20 feet towards the other Minotaur then.
20 feet towards the other Minotaur, you got it. All right, that is going to bring us to your turn, Zamira. Akara, you're on deck.
How many feet am I? Don't care. I can't tell from back here which one I'm technically closer to. It's a little blurry. I'm assuming I'm on the left.
Yeah, you are.
How many feet is it for me to get over there?
To the Minotaur?
90?
It's going to
Yeah.
be about 95 feet, yeah. 90 to 95 feet to get to that Minotaur. So with Step of the
Okay.
Wind, you could do it.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to step of the wind on over in front of his face.
To the one on
The
the
one
left,
around-
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll do my attack when I get over there.
It's actually only 75 feet. I miscalculated because they're large creatures.
Okay, that's fine.
But I believe you'd still have to do it in order to get there.
Yeah, because I only have 45 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Only. I'll do 2 attacks with my quarterstaff. I'm gonna do the stack of echoing though, because I feel like it'll sound really cool in this arena.
Go for it.
Okay, let's see. The first one is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to
That
hit.
is going to be oof, minimum damage with 6 points of damage. And the second one is a 19 to hit.
19's going to hit.
Nine points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Very loud 9 points of damage.
So, are we both with your quarterstaff? Alright, so there's an instance where, like, you guys are, like, preparing for battle, and then you guys watch as Zamira just darts, sprints ahead of everybody with these, like, dragon wings unrailing from her back. And as she grabs out the Staff of Echoing, she slams it into this Minotaur, like one that cracks into his abdomen and then brings it back around, just cracks up under his armpit, and the sound just irradiates throughout, echoing continuously down the corridors. And even as you guys are going throughout to your next turn, you just still hear echoing, like the corridors outside this arena sound like they go on for miles. All right, that is going to bring us to your turn, Akari.
Boy. Yeah. Oh, you definitely got that one. Akari is gonna kind of follow up Thane. Hunter's Mark is
Got it.
my bonus action, and I will take 2 shots at the Minotaur boy that Thane is moving towards. So first one, I forget what I add on this guy. A simple 10, 22 to hit,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
and 15 plus 10, 25 to hit.
Definitely gonna hit.
You broke me with his bow. All right, I'm just gonna
only
roll the
gonna get
damage at
better.
once. 2d8. That's 28. Plus 9 is 37.
37 points of damage total.
Yeah,
Nice.
on both the hits. And I'm gonna move up to be just on Fane's right flank.
You got it.
So I kind of want to be catty corner just behind him. There you are. That's my turn.
I will let you know that that does move you out of line of sight of Zamira and the other Minotaur, if that changes, or if you'd move at all.
Nope, there are 2 badasses over there. They'll be fine.
Gotcha. No problem. Just wanted to let you know. All right, that brings us to the next Minotaur's turn, to the first one that is in front of Fane and Akare. And he is going to lower his head and charge right into you, Fane. So I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Be able to hit me as well?
A natural 2 for a 7.
Unfortunate. So as he comes charging into you... Oh, I apologize. I misread this. I have to roll to hit first. And then it's a strength save. Ignore the strength save. He doesn't hit. I don't think a 14 hits you.
It does not.
Okay, so 14 does not hit you. He's going to come in after he misses you. He comes in and you already have your wings out and you're in your element. This is what you do. So you're prepared for someone to take a charge attack at you, and you just kind of backstep out of the way as he tries to gore his horns into you. But as he does, he kind of brings his axe up from his other hand and tries to uppercut you. And that is going to be a 17 to hit. I don't think that hits either.
Doesn't hit. AC 19.
You got it.
Are you counting your shield? Because I think you put that away technically.
Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right, because I would have my bow out, so that would hit.
Okay.
That's a good call.
So that is a 17, so that is going to be one with the Great Axe. Let me roll this. I don't get to roll d12s that often. This is weird. And wow, shitty damage. 7 points of slashing damage.
Big dice feels good, doesn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it does. But it feels pretty shitty when you roll really bad on it.
Governor Hell, let's rock.
All right. That is all of that Minotaur's turn, and he is going to bring us to Kothar's turn.
I would like to bonus action rage.
I thought you might.
Yep, I'll move 20 feet as part of that bonus action towards the Minotaur. And then I'll take my 40.
I assumed so.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. I can move 60 feet on the first turn. Yeah. I will, as I run, I'll draw out in my right hand the bone cleaver, and in my left hand I'll draw out my great axe.
You got it.
The belt of recklessness. And I'll take 2 attacks. First attack with bone cleaver, second with the great axe, both reckless.
Got it. Don't forget, well, you already used your bonus action this turn, but do remember that because of 2-weapon fighting on your following turns, you can use the other one. It just doesn't add your modifier.
Yep. Bone cleaver's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, second one. Sloppy 20.
Those both gonna hit.
Sloppy 20.
The great sword does 15. And the great axe does hot garbage 11.
It's better than what mine was.
Well, yeah.
Hot garbage is it cleaves like the guy's lung out.
Yeah, just.
So for the first time ever, at least beside Akari and Fane, you don't see this, but you've seen Kothar now physically walking around after he had the belt of recklessness, just with both weapons in hand, like just massive amounts of strength that this man has. But Kidai and Zamira, you watch as like Kothar with immense amount of ease is now swinging 2 massive weapons in his hands against these giant minotaurs.
Fane has seen this in nightclubs before.
Oh,
Special
That's going to bring
nightclub.
us to that minotaur's turn. And
lizard folk too,
he's
or
going to
just
take
nightclubs?
he's going to take 2 attacks into you, Kothar.
Depends on the night.
First one with his gore is a
He has
23 to hit.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled with advantage. You roll this.
Fane does have a 2-handed weapon he likes to wield, so.
God.
Oh my.
15 points of piercing damage, cut
Oh
in
my
half
god,
to
it took
7.
me a second.
The second one is with his great axe after he gores you. Again at
That's funny.
advantage. Yeah, 25 to hit.
That's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Elbows
Ooh.
and all. Full body motion.
That's a lot better on the D12s. That's 25 points of slashing damage, cut in half to 12.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to your turn, Kidai.
Okie dokie. Can you point out the 2 minotaurs, please?
Yeah, the big boys.
The 2 big guys. There's
Big
one
monkey.
here, one here.
Oh yeah.
And
So the distance between them's like super duper definitely 20 feet, right, Matt?
I mean,
No.
the one to your right is 30 feet away, or 35 feet away, so you could
No.
move to get within 20 feet.
Oh no. No, I need the distance between them to be 20
Oh,
feet.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. Big yuck. Okay. The one that's in front of Kothar, I'll fairy fire.
All right, dex save for me then.
Is it?
Fairy Fire is a dex save, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Made me second guess myself. That's a 9.
Okay, good. Kothar, you don't have to reckless, and I will cave bear bonus action.
You got it.
Fucking Kidai.
Would you like to move at all?
Where am
All the way in the back.
I? I'll go to the one with Bane.
I'm assuming you yelled at Kothar. He doesn't have to go reckless.
Well, it
Yeah, I mean,
It
well,
gets
you've
gets
seen me do
illuminated and
fairy
you've
fire
seen this.
before.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's glowing. It's a hot pink glowing minotaur.
Yeah.
remind me of the
But
movement
also
on your
just blood
cave bear.
rage.
40.
40, you can get all the way up to it.
Yeah. And then I'll flank with him. So that he has advantage too. And then there's me. That's me.
So you guys kind of watch as I'm gonna reflavor what you did a little bit here, Kidai, but
Yeah, go for it.
as she's
Go for
like
it.
running through the field and you watch as her body begins to slowly transform into a bear, just kind of like throws the spell out of her hand. And Kothar, as you're like looking back, you watch as this massive bear is running down the field, and all of a sudden there's this hot pink glowing minotaur in front of you.
Ooh.
And you've seen this before from Kidai, and you know that this is her spell and what it does for you.
Hot pink glitter, I do believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Very nice. All right, that brings us back to the top of the round. Fane, Zamira, you're on deck.
Okay, I will switch to the whip. And I just remembered that I don't have any nets anymore, so that's unfortunate. But
So
I
this
will
is-
make two
This is the
attacks.
other nightclub, right? The one with the whip.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
God.
And then the other one with the nets.
Yeah.
I think the
Those
whip
are
and the
the
nets
same
would be in
club.
the same one.
Yeah, it's the same club.
You haven't been to the right place.
Is there a distinction? That's
Oh no.
all right. So
We've been to
27.
ones with cages before.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh. All right, that's going to be a tripping attack. Yeah, tripping attack.
All right.
So he needs a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw is a 21.
That saves, of course. 68. First attack is 10 points of damage. Poopy. Second attack is going to be another tripping attack, if it hits, of course. That's going to be a big 17.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool.
They're hulking
Strength
minotaurs.
saving.
They're hard. They're not hard to hit.
Strength saving throw. I know this is probably
Ooh.
dumb to do that. But
19 on the die. I apologize.
11 damage. And then I will bonus action second wind.
You got it. All right, that's gonna bring us to your turn, Zamira.
Okay, I am going to whackety whack. I'm going to swing my quarterstaff at him, and I'm gonna. Up-a-da-ba-da.
You're on deck, Kari.
That's a 24 to hit. I'm gonna make this a stunning strike.
Oh man. Con save.
You know. Yeah.
Ooh. Does a 13 make it?
I don't think so.
So, not only is
It
it
does
fairy
not.
fired, it is now stunned.
And that's a whopping 8 points of damage from the first attack.
You got it.
That is a 23 to hit for the second one.
You're rolling with advantage, correct?
Oh. No. Let me see if I get a natural 20. No, that was terrible.
Okay.
That was worse. Wait, fuck. I rolled that. That was 11 points of damage on that one, and I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike for fire damage. That is another 23 to hit,
It's gonna hit.
and... Oh, fuck, a duck.
Rather not.
Sorry, I just realized I rolled a d6 instead of a d8 for damage on both my quarterstaffs on that one. So
Oh,
hold
fuck
on.
ducks. They have exploding corkscrew pieces.
A little late to re-roll it now.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's my
That
bad.
was last turn. I'm sorry.
No, not the just now on this turn, not the first turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So is it too late to roll for just this turn? Because I didn't do it last turn. I used the digital dice the first turn.
I've already calculated the damage on my pad here, so we'll go ahead.
Okay.
And, yeah, I
That's
apologize.
fine. Okay, so I haven't rolled the damage for my unarmed strike, which was
Nope.
fire damage. Okay, that's 11 points of damage for that one.
As you kind of like read these flames around your fist and go to punch into the Minotaur, you get the sense that the fire damage is not nearly as effective as your normal punches. You get the sense
Good
that
to
the
know.
fiendish nature of this Minotaur, it lives and breeds for fire.
Good to know.
All right, it's gonna bring us to your turn, Akari. Unless you would like to move as Zamira, I did not ask. Okay. Go ahead.
If my mental mind is right, because obviously the mini is in the way, I am 5 feet away from this Minotaur. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see Bear and Fane here, and I'm like, okay, they got this.
This is
only
space between.
Yep. I'm gonna take a couple steps back, check on my friends, and I see that he's glowing like a fucking.
He's also like
genie.
barely standing because he's stunned.
I'm gonna Planar Warrior, so I remember to do that, and take 2 shots at advantage at Minotaur Boy over there. So first one's a 27 to hit.
Gonna hit.
Second is a 24 to hit.
Both are gonna hit.
And now I will roll. Oh. Jeez. Okay. 8, 5, 13, 14, 15. 15 plus 7. Oh boy. 22
22.
on the first arrow. That's the force damage.
Damn.
And then the second one is a d8 and a d6. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage total.
That's not
Yep.
the Hunter's Marked one.
Oh, you're fucking right. Let me re-roll it all. You're perfectly right. Not as good. But I do have the force damage. 9 plus 7 is 16 points of force damage on the first
Got it.
arrow. The second arrow... I cannot do math today. This is bad. 13.
13 points of damage. Got it. All right. That Minotaur's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. That is going to bring us to the other Minotaur's turn, who is now surrounded by Kidai, Fane, and Akari just a few steps away. He is going to... He's going to take 2 attacks against you, Fane, and he's going to make them recklessly.
Bring it, bitch.
First one with the gore is a 27 to hit.
You brought it. Yep, that hits.
All right. Find my dice here. 16 points of piercing damage. Second attack with the great axe recklessly again. 24 to hit.
Nope. Just kidding. Yeah.
For a lot less damage. 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That is going
Love
to be the end of that one's turn. That brings us to your turn, Kothar.
I'll take my first swing with the Bone Cleaver, second with the Great Axe, and third with the Bone Cleaver. All at advantage. I don't need to go reckless.
You don't need to.
Well, he's stunned. Oh, the first one's gonna big miss. 11.
11 does miss.
The Great Axe will hit with a 24, and then the bonus action is a sloppy 20.
Yep, both are going to hit.
Great Axe is 16. No, 14. Sorry, 14.
Okay.
And the sword... 11.
Got it.
Because I still get my rage bonus. And
Yeah, you
the
still get your
+1
rage
on it.
bonus. Yep, and the +1. Yep, you're right.
That's
that
my
is-
whole turn.
Oh man, doing math here. All right. That's going to bring us to the another Minotaur's turn, who is stunned, so his turn ends. Kidai, what you doing?
I'm going to
This party's a pack
do
of
my
wolves.
bear attacks.
You do have them at advantage because Fane is still flanking with you, and because he rolled recklessly, so you have advantage on top of that anyways.
26.
Gonna hit.
That was bad. 7 for the bite. And 23.
Yeah.
That's better. 15 for slashing damage.
15 points of damage on the first one.
Oh, no. It was 7 and then
And
15.
then got it. Okay. Understood. 22 altogether then.
Yep.
Gee.
All right. Would you like to move at all?
Nah.
Top of the round, Fane. What are you doing?
All right, we're gonna blow him up 4 attacks with the action surge.
If you need it.
Indeed. First one's a 25.
25 is gonna hit.
Second one, we'll see where these go, is going to be a 27, double 19s. Yeah, we'll see that. So it's going to be poopy damage, but that's going to be 17 points of damage for both attacks.
17 total. Looks like he's barely standing. There's like blood dripping down across him. Like one hand's holding onto the axe, the other's like holding onto his knee, barely holding up.
2 more attacks at advantage with action surge. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
That's 6 damage.
6 points of damage.
Not enough.
Just barely standing, man.
Fuck. That's a natural 20?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a natural 20. Great. Oh, I forgot that this is different rolls. Okay, the first dice is a 2. I actually rolled the 2d6 thing. So that's 6 plus 2 plus 5, 13 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
Okay, so like engaged in this like naughty brawl with this guy, like naughty, like Notty, not
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, this like knotted brawl with this massive beast. I'm gonna use his own strength against him, and as he like sort of swings in, I'm gonna like reach up to his neck, grab and pull, and then sort of like use his momentum to snap his neck as he goes to the ground.
Very nice. And,
And
would you
then,
like to move?
No. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. I will do full movement towards the Boopy Boo on the other side.
Yep.
That's it.
Alrighty, that's gonna bring us to your turn, Zamira. Akara, you're on deck.
Sorry, I couldn't get unmuted. Okay, I am going to.
God, I'm gonna throw all of you in jail.
Why?
You know
Oh,
why.
that jail. Okay, let's see. He
Hey,
is.
fuck.
No, he's stunned until the end of this turn,
Correct.
correct? Yeah, because it's the end of my next turn.
And on top of that, he's also fairy fired, so you have advantage anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take 2 swings with my quarterstaff. Ooh, okay, so the first one's a 24 to hit.
24 is gonna hit.
Ooh, max damage, 13 points of damage.
Got it.
Second one. Oh my god, both rolls were the exact same for both of my, both my rolls. I rolled a 24 and then a 9 both times
Nice.
on my attack rolls. Interesting. Sorry. That one's going to be 10 points of damage, and then I will bonus action unarmed strike. I'll make this one cold damage.
Okay.
He seemed to not mind the fire damage.
Oh, variety.
Oh, it hit natural 20 and then bounced off. That one's going to be 26 to hit.
Yeah.
With cold damage, it's going to be 8 points of cold damage.
8 points of cold damage.
You got to mix up your sensations. It gets you there faster.
Oh.
I mean, kills faster. Mix up your damage types: cold, fire.
Okay. Zamira, would you like to move?
Negative.
Alright, Akari, what are you doing?
I will use a bonus action to move my hunter's mark to the other boy, who is still stunned. No, he's terrified still.
He's fairy fired, he's no longer stunned.
2 shots at advantage. 29 to hit. 15 to hit.
15 is AC.
Ugh. Okay. Yep, I don't have Planar Warrior. It's just the dice. Plus Hunter's Mark now, so that's good. 29 points of damage.
28 health left. How would you like to do this?
Oh, I would like to, as I'm kind of drawing the darkened arrows from the Umber Bow,
Mhm.
I would like to kind of space them out and send one kind of into his lung and another to ping the weapon out of his hand to give Kothar an opening.
Okay. Kothar, you want to finish it?
I'll just stare at him as he slowly bleeds out.
T-pose.
The T pose. Oh god.
I want to assert dominance over this dying Minotaur.
Psychic damage.
Shame
As-
damage.
It's the barbarian version of Vicious Mockery.
The second, and I realized that that was a good catch. I realized I need to consider that longbow because I know that the weapon thing is iffy, but I know a shield is like a minute to put on. So I will probably have to reconsider switching between the longbow and the melee weapons going forward. So I apologize for messing that up in the past.
Hey, it's okay. Good catch, because I have not thought of it until this point. So
That and the loading property are two things that are very often ignored in D&D.
So, but anyway, as soon as the combat ends, I'm turning and leveling my bow at where Gilrith was.
as you look up, he's just kind of standing, like the way he's staring down over the balcony. He's like leaning over with like a sense of excitement and wonder, almost like a kid would at like a baseball game, like their first baseball game, just like leaning over the edge of the arena, staring down with like huge sense of excitement on his face as he watches you guys fight. And then as he
dogfights, okay.
and then like as he realizes that you guys are staring at him, and like he like reasserts his composure and just begins to like give a slow clap.
Are you entertained?
I could do this all day, but that was enough.
Zach,
I
that's
bear
interesting.
roar at him.
DM, as they're talking, I just want to check out this center pillar, see if anything's going on with it. Or that's where we came out, was it?
Yeah, as you're looking at the center pillar, just actually you don't even need to make a perception check. It's fairly obvious. There are like old rusted chains hanging from each of the faces of this center pillar, and you've noticed this as you ran through the arena. Like old rusted shackles, and just a general, from what you can tell, looks like people were chained up here and beasts were funneled into the arena to do what they would.
We're on Geonosis, damn.
Nice. I'll look up at Eurith and say, well, if you've had enough of your fun, come down and speak. Tell us what the point of this was.
In due time. But the tests are not over. You've merely begun. See if you can't find me in the next arena, in the next place. And in that instance, he like apparates into like a ball of flame and just like slowly drifts, or not slowly I should say, but like drifts off deeper into the caverns outside the arena.
I'm assuming it's too high up for me to jump and catch it.
No, this is like 100 feet up in the box of the
Okay.
arena.
Well, I
and-
gotta try.
I know. And as you're kind of looking, Kothar, now that you've taken time to kind of look at the outside of this arena, it is just straight flat obsidian around the whole outside. And with the rusted shackles in the center and the way this arena is built, and like at a very close look, just because you kind of have a keen eye, there are like claw marks that are like very faintly in the side. You get the sense this arena was built so that people could not climb out of it.
How tall is the wall?
About 40 feet. Very large arena.
I'll fly.
But yeah, that's easy enough to do.
I'll fly up. I want to fly up. I'm not. I assume he's gonna mobilize faster than I can, but I'm gonna fly up to where he was standing, and see if there's any indicators or markers or anything like that.
Sure, so you fly up to the vestibule where he was kind of overwatching what you guys are doing, and kind of looks down across the arena and looking around. I mean, make an investigation check for me,
I can do that
and I will change the music.
with my +0 for a 13.
13. There's not much up here. There's an old overturned table that looks old and rotted out with various cups of what appear to be silver and various metals, plates, maybe just whatever was here, a serving table essentially for snacks and things for those that are watching the fights. This massive stone chiseled seat that Yoris was sitting in, and there are like two dragon-like claw handles, and then a almost like scaled-like back nature to this giant stone throne that is kind of sitting in the center. But as you're kind of like looking out, you can see now, looking over outside the arena, there is kind of like a massive greeting area, maybe about 100 feet, that kind of leads over to a cliffside. And as you're kind of like looking down through off into the distance and deeper into these caverns, this is just a massive like underground valley beneath this mountain. As you're kind of like overlooking it from the cliffside. And as you look to the right, it seems as if there's a path that leads through the caverns, and you can see down deeper with your dark vision, and because of the kind of like ambient light that's in here from like the lichen and various things that are growing across the walls, you can see there are like almost stone stairs that have been carved into the ground that look like they lead into where that tunnel to your right would come up through. Almost like whatever's down in this valley that kind of escapes on the outskirts of your dark vision. A civilization of some kind, a gathering place. It's hard to tell, but you get the sense that that there's a path that would funnel people to this location.
I'll call down and I'll say, well, I think I know where we're going next, I suppose. But besides that, Kotar, unless you're interested in a chair, not much up here.
I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. But, I mean, to be expected from an arena, unless you're not, like, aware of any place people would, like, hide stuff in bleachers, would you? Because if so, I can start, like, smashing.
I mean, when you guys entered, you do know that there were, like, I mean, not that when you from where you entered, there was only one way in, but looking around, there are other gates that lead deeper into this arena, so you get the sense there's got to be other underground rooms and things on the outskirts of this arena, if you were to go look in them.
I'll just call down and say, maybe in the Bloodworks, but spectators generally, I mean, whatever coin they have, they keep on their person. It's not something you leave on the bench or anything like that. But we could... There is this stairway over here that seems to lead into this complex, or we could go over into the stairs, or we could pursue further through the Bloodworks.
I mean, this is kind of... I mean, this is kind of your home, more or less. I think... You know, I'll follow your lead.
Yours is as good as mine, but sure. I guess we'll go to one of the gates. Are either of them open? Are any of them open?
They're all in that same nature of the gate in which you guys exited out through. Very rusted over old iron gates. Between you and Kothar, and I mean anyone else honestly helping, you guys could easily just lift them up and probably get through. I mean, at least you get the sense you could.
Okay, that's... How do we feel about going through the most central gate? For starters, at least.
I think it sounds fine by me.
Well then.
So the central gate, that's the one you guys came in through. Is that the one you want to go back through?
No. Just...
Yeah. So there's the central gate in the center where you guys entered, and then at every, like, caddy corner, I mean, not caddy corner, but every, like at northwest, southwest, southeast, southwest, there is another gate.
Let's do northwest.
Sure. So you guys make your way over to the northwest gate, and just make a general strength check for me, and Kothar, I know he's not there right now, but he's going to help you, so it's going to be real easy.
With advantage, 15.
Easy enough. Between the two of you, you guys just kind of like brute force the gate upwards, and as you start to move it, you can feel like the teeth of whatever mechanism pulls this up are like catching into the gate and like helping it move upwards and keep it there. So once you guys get it fully upward and extended, it kind of stays in place for a short minute. You guys go ahead and you continue deeper into this arena. And as you do, you find yourselves in a holding pen of sorts. There are two smaller iron doorways that look like they lead deeper into the insides of this coliseum, but the pen you are in is like lined with hay. There are massive claw marks and various bits of slash marks, dents in the walls where you can see like massive beings have just slammed into it. And from the minotaurs being held from in each of these pens, besides them, there are massive claw marks that just don't match these. You get the sense that this particular one at least was a holding pen for beasts.
As we sort of walk down, I'll just kind of ask, generally speaking, like, that Ulrich fellow is probably about as big a cunt as we've met in this place.
I'm afraid your cousin kind of takes the cake, but yeah, I'd agree.
He's a traitor, but he's a nice guy at least. This guy has
Doesn't
just...
the term traitor kind of negate the nice guy?
There is a... I admit it's nebulous, and I will kill Andraxis. I don't mean to say I won't. My feelings haven't softened in that regard, but I don't know. I just don't like this Ulrich fellow.
I think your cousin's a traitor, but this guy's just an arrogant asshole.
I mean, as an arrogant asshole, yes, I 100% agree, but he lacks any of the redeeming charm that I have, I suppose.
I kind of just elbows Amira as Fane says redeeming charm that he has.
Like, flash like my sharpened canines. Anyway, he's a cunt, that's the point. But I am curious. Anyway. Looking around the room, is there anything of note?
In this holding pen, no. There are the two iron doors that look like they lead, and there's like small like openings in these doors that you can look down each hallway. And down one hallway you can see there is nothing but a few torches lining the outsides of the arena, but down another hallway you can see there are more weapon racks similar to the room that you were previously where you guys entered from.
Do we want to explore? I'm curious to see what kind of weaponry they have laying around, but if we want to just press and get out of here as soon as possible and continue, I leave that up to everyone.
I mean,
Not really up to me. I don't use weapons really.
DM, I have a question.
Sir,
There's weaponry in this room, right, for the Minotaurs?
not in this room. All they had was their great axe.
How big was their great axe compared to mine?
Significantly bigger.
Would I be able to, utilizing my new belt, wield their great axe with both hands?
Firmly.
Just firmly.
As a single weapon?
As a single weapon.
Just right around the shaft there.
You could, but you get the sense that the heftiness behind the axe isn't going to provide too much extra damage compared to your own weapon.
Okay, okay.
If you want
I'll
to put
pick
it
it
into meta terms, it would only apply an extra d4 damage.
Okay. I'll try it out and just swing it and then set it back down.
Eyes queen.
Barbarians, baby. Okay, let's go see what the weapon racks in there have going on with them. I'm
Okay.
curious.
As you go to open the door, you can tell that this door is if you didn't know better, you would think it's locked, but it's jammed from not being utilized for so many years. So you have to like almost brute force your way through the door, and eventually it kind of comes loose and just swings open. And there is a heavy layer of dust and cobwebs and various things in this room that are just, you get the sense the room's been untouched for years.
Well, I want to touch it.
Make an investigation check when you're looking throughout the room.
A very important question.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Am I still a bear?
How long does it last?
A number
You
of
can have
hours
about
equal to
3.
half your druid level.
If
So
you'd like to
Yeah.
still be a
if you
bear,
wanna be a
yes, then you
bear.
are still a bear.
I have not turned off the bear yet.
You got it.
I don't waste bear around here.
I'll
be
look at
unbearable.
some. Nice. I'll look at Zamira and I'll say, Zamira, even though I can see, would you mind helping me just sort of make this go a little faster?
'Cause I still have the goggles, don't I?
But you don't need them in here. There is kind of dim light throughout the whole arena.
I can help.
Go ahead, you roll 2.
The perception, investigation,
Either.
never investigation. Ooh, not good.
I need to separate you two.
Sorry, DM.
14 for me.
13 for me.
Okay. Between the two of you, you can just, investigating throughout this room, you come across, and compared to the first room you guys came in, where the weapons all look rusted over and old and less finely crafted, the ones in here are of a higher standard. And Fane, you've spent time in an arena, and just from general intuition, you get the sense that this was an area where champions would have prepared before a battle, and the other was for newcomers, where you guys entered from. So this room definitely has much higher quality, nicer looking weapons, much more well maintained. While they're covered in a thin layer or a fine layer of dust and dirt and various things on them, just rubbing them off, you can tell the blades have been well polished, well sharpened, and well crafted. And on one of the swords that you pick up a short sword, and emblazoned on the hilt is that same blue phoenix that you saw on the halberd from the man that got eaten by the dragon.
Interesting. Is there anything sort of vaguely magical about it?
Not that you can tell. You do also find 2 nets in this room, just various throughout the weapons and the gear.
It's a good place to find nets, actually. Weird question. Could I perhaps look around for a rapier?
Yeah, you could definitely find a rapier.
Nice. All right. Good haul, guys.
I don't think Fane could get any rapier.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay,
I feel
guys.
like he's a consent man. He's a consent man.
As
I mean-
they're doing all this, DM, can I say I would have spent 10 or begun to at least attempt to ritual cast Speak with Animals?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a lot of consent asking, but it is a consent type of thing.
I don't
Well,
know how long they're
consent.
searching for.
It's
but-
Sam's Club consent.
They've only been searching for about a couple minutes, so about 2 minutes goes by when they finish. So if you'd like to continue and ask them to wait, you can.
That's okay. I'll
That's
take
a-
up some
that's a
time.
quick search over. Oh god.
I mean,
okay,
it doesn't
I'll
take
take up some
long to
time.
search through a bunch of weapons.
I was gonna sniff around too with my my super bear sniffer.
Okay, what you looking for?
If I can. Nothing in particular, just anything.
Okay. Akari, what are you looking for?
Is there any? So the halberd was the other weapon in here that had the Order of the Cerulean Phoenix.
There's a
emblem
short
on it,
sword
right?
in here. The halberd's the one you
Oh,
have.
sure. Okay, shit. Okay.
And I would have pointed that out. I
Right.
would have kept it, but I would have pointed it out.
Kind of strange question. Has anything struck me in here? Well, shit. There's an arena made out of obsidian. I guess this is probably gonna be a stupid question. Has anything struck me in here as not like, I guess, classic stone dungeon business? This seems a bit higher tech.
This is much
Nouveau dungeon.
this is very beyond the capabilities of everything else you've seen on this island. I mean, from the level of craftsmanship and ability to create things, you definitely get the sense that this is something that is advanced. If that makes sense. I think that's kind of what you were asking.
Yeah. Well, I'm connecting the dots between the diary, the Order of Cerulean Phoenix, and here. I mean, it's a damn short sword with the emblem on it.
Would I be able to like geographically discern if we were even still technically under the island, or if we like gone so far that we've moved away from the island?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Would I be able to help with that, having my background feature?
Sure. Either you can both roll, or one of you can take it at advantage.
Zamira's an intelligent woman.
Everything I have 12.
Sure. Akari thinks she is.
Well, he was wrong because that's a 9 at advantage.
You guys have gone through so many twisting corridors and down various staircases and cut back through twisting caverns. It's hard to tell how far you guys are into the cavern, if you're even still in the same general vicinity of where the cave entrance is. It's hard to tell.
Did I smell anything, Matt? Or do I need to roll for it?
I do need you to make a perception check for that.
It's at advantage.
Does Cave Bear have keen senses?
It has keen smell.
Nice.
Oh, 26.
Jesus. As you're sniffing around, I mean, definitely heavy dust and dirt, and like even like there's a second where you guys are all kind of like pilfering through your own various things, and Kothar, your ritual casting Speak with Animals, and you guys just hear this massive bear sneeze behind all of you.
Oh.
And
Found some pepper.
you just go back and continue to kind of smell around, and then like you catch hints on the air of something burning, but there's like a hint of sea salt, like a scent of the ocean in the air mixed in with it.
Okay. Burning ocean.
It's a crab bowl.
It's a crab boil. Does it smell like it's wood burning?
No, it smells more like magma. The same scent in whenever you were standing above the pool of magma.
Oh. Do I know that Kothar is casting Speak with Animals?
Unless he's trying to hide it. I
I
guess
will wait very patiently if you are not trying to hide it.
No.
Kothar can't hide. He's like fucking 7 feet tall.
It's been about 5 minutes now, Kothar, if the rest of the group would like to wait.
I did look it up, but I should be about 11 feet tall right now.
Quick question. How's everybody looking? Anybody need some good old?
I would take a bop, like a quick bop. I'm 25 down.
If you're asking that out loud, you'll just hear Kothar as he's concentrating just go, I mean, if you give me a minute, I can help. He's sweating. The concentration is real.
I didn't know whether or not you'd already used it, but I don't
think I have this short rest.
Then I will wait and follow up with spells. We're all just watching Kothar.
Okay, another 5 minutes goes
Like
by.
I'm extra watching.
It takes Kothar about 7 extra minutes. He's got performance anxiety. This is not good for him.
I do one of those like super cute little bear sits where their legs kind of like splay out.
I want to go like sit next to Kidai and like lean and like drape one wing over the bear and just sort of lean in on the gigantic bear head.
I'll just bonk head on top.
Mm-hmm.
Bane, take 1 point
Which
of
one's
bludgeoning damage. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
1 point of drool
She takes-
damage.
She
It's a
takes
big
the piercing
skull.
damage.
Oh yeah, from the
Yeah,
horn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So about 17 minutes goes by. Kothar, you finish casting.
Well, now the moment's kind of lost. That's great.
I didn't hear you cut out.
I said the moment's lost. Anyone need healing?
I could, yeah, use a bit.
All right.
Give me all of your love, Kothar.
It's a lot to give. As I
Such-
slowly walk up and just like tower over him and remove my healer's kit.
Can I talk to you or no?
Yeah, you can probably you can understand me.
Then I would definitely tell him about the magma and sea salt smell.
As I'm bandaging Fane and myself up to the tune of 16,
Nice.
I will relay that the Kidai the bear smells magma and burning sea salt.
Not burning sea salt, just kind of the scents kind of mixed together coming from the distance.
The telephone game.
Yes.
Like cookies, but take away the cookies and add lava.
I will repeat that verbatim. I mean, it's like if you were baking cookies but weren't, and then also smelled like a volcano.
Salty cookies.
Salty volcanoes.
Wait, salty volcano.
It's what it smells like in Samwise Gamgee's backpacks while they're inside Mount Doom.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah.
You said
God.
you said salty volcano.
Sounds
I don't want to move past that. Salty volcano.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a
That's what the Kidai is
A
telling me. It
club.
smells like a salty volcano.
You see the bear
Alright.
kind of just like, like kind of.
All right, Mrs. Salty Volcano.
I think you can understand all of us, but I'm the only one that can understand you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's now a good time to bring up the fact that I've never actually seen a cookie.
Sad boy gets even sadder.
I mean,
Ida cannot comprehend that.
when we get back to the mainland, we're gonna have to take you on just a tour of all kinds of life's pleasures, my friend. Prepare
I
for
can't have
about
cookies.
that. We're gonna shelf that.
Cookies
We're gonna
and
come back to
hookers.
that. We're gonna come back to not having cookies. Akari, we're gonna take you on a tour of the nearest city for approximately 36 days. Yeah, we're not gonna stop. No fighting, nothing. Just relaxation for like a month and a half.
Not
You
really
know,
sure that's
Months,
my
45
speed.
days.
I don't want to.
45, 90, 60, 70, 68 days, 69 days. It's fine. Whatever.
I don't really want it all to go to my stomach.
Do you have to worry about that?
I don't. Can you even feel life pleasures? We don't know the answer to this question yet.
We know he can. He can cry. We've seen it.
That's true. He can feel.
Sorry,
but
that was a poor
like-
attempt at humor.
Can he feel though? Like, I mean, that's an important question. Akari, do you feel sensation?
I mean, Fane, we have 40,000 gold, and I'm imagining infinite time back on the mainland to find this out.
That's a lot of hookers.
Listen, I'm not going to say anything, but I think we could be some fantastic science. Dr. Fane, if I may. Doctor? Listen,
I think research needs done.
research needs done.
For the record, I couldn't always know.
That's exciting news. The research will be most productive.
It will be. We can find the limits of robotic.
Perhaps develop
Yep.
the robotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ida's gonna start making a list of foods for Akari to try.
With what
Just keeping-
hands?
No, in my head, in my little bear head.
Just
Leave
see
me
this giant bear
alone.
like carving into the dirt.
With these.
Okay, now that we've kind of
Visibly awkward while they're talking about hiring
Yep.
hookers.
wonderful. Now that we're doing that, Kothar will spin and just stare Samir down. You can't eat cookies?
I mean, I have to stay fit.
Oh,
I have to treat my body like a temple.
Do you have like a gluten thing?
Oh, God, is that where we're
Oh,
going?
but I have an ab thing.
She does.
I mean, I treat my body like a temple. And I will
Dedication.
slap my stomach.
it's a well-traveled temple, but yeah, it's a temple.
I mean, it's desolate and it's been abandoned for years, but like,
My body is only for the execution of my
He gets treated wrong.
purposes. And not a
This
purpose.
is I mean, I don't really want to beat a dead horse, but my temple is obviously the best temple. But Zamira, one cookie would not hurt. Surely.
When you say that your body is the best temple of the bear, just like
I
I
don't
barely
speak.
understand her.
Yeah, I don't have a good pun. It's just you're just making yelling sounds.
Wait a minute, guys. Is there like any flat surface, any table around here?
Yeah.
Kidai, would you entertain me for like 2 seconds? I can understand you. You can talk to me physically.
oh, I can talk to you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What's
Do you
up?
wanna arm wrestle on the table?
Absolutely, I do.
What are we doing?
Absolutely, I do.
You pull the table out, clear off the weapons that are kind of sitting across it, and there's a giant poof of dust that kind of fills into the air. You just kind of slam your arm down on the table.
You're 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah,
so
you're like 4
right
feet
now
taller
I'm
than me.
11, so my hand is just like encompassing
Your
you.
paw.
Paw, yeah, my paw. You get to
Both
feel the
of you-
beans.
Both of you make strength saving throws for me.
Saving throws.
Or strength
Ooh.
checks, sorry.
Oh.
Dude, if it was saving throws, I'd arm wrestle. but not really.
Gold dice.
We've gone so far off the rails.
Wait, hold on. So save is just my regular modifier, right?
It's just strength check.
So regular mod.
yeah.
The bear's modifier. The bear's strength mod.
What you got?
So far, what do you
9.
have? 23.
She throws you and you're just like barely holding on, like 3/4 of the way down. Both of you make strength checks for me again.
Ooh,
What you got?
14.
13.
Oh, she just slams your hand down, and there's like a small indentation where your scaly hand hit into the table.
But I do it gently and lovingly.
Or seeing this, I will say, Kothar, I can't help but lose just a touch of respect. It's just a bear.
You're right,
Hey,
that is horrifying.
Allow me.
Hey,
Allow me.
Fane.
Avery,
You-
please. Behind you, seriously.
Where is he? Hold on, I want to see.
Honestly, that is scary. You were not
I
exaggerating.
told you he just like appears and it's
That is-
traumatizing.
That is kind
I'm
of
so sad I missed it.
Yeah, he just straight appears.
Chat?
Well, I
You
I
can't
may
see
not
if
be
he's
able
cut out on the stream.
This is terrifying.
arm wrestle, but does anybody want to have like a backflip competition? Like cartwheels, back handsprings? I'll do the Simone Biles.
While I'm waiting, I'll do like a big bear somersault.
Oh,
Make an acrobatics check for me as the bear.
I mean, Zamira,
What's acrobatics?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Dex, and you're not proficient in it.
Oh, not at all. It is a big 12.
You like go to do a somersault and just slam into the ground.
But I look really happy and really proud of myself.
You do.
very cute.
Zamira, I'm not sure now is a really good time, but if you really want to.
Yeah, I just want to like full on Simone Biles floor event across the fucking floor.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
That is
Gymnastics.
a 30, and I rolled it on D&D Beyond, so everyone can see that that is a 30.
I do see it. That's fucking horrifying.
Alright.
Simone Biles across the fucking
What do you
arena.
add to your acrobatics?
11.
I have a plus 11
Whew. I
because I
guess I'll
have
try to.
expertise or whatever in acrobatics.
Guess I'll try to follow that up. 19. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not a fucking 30.
You're not awful at it, but you're definitely not nearly as graceful as Zamira is. Like the way she does it, she's almost floating on air as she does it.
It's fucking
Well, I am an air genasi.
Actually cheating.
Kidai. As you're kind of sprawled out, does it would it Do you feel like when someone pets you as a bear, like as the bear would feel, or does it just feel like someone's like rubbing your hair as like Kidai?
I imagine, yeah, that's how I imagine it feeling. Like when people run their hands through my hair, it just feels like that, but like kind of all over, and it feels a little weird, especially if you go against the way the hair is, you know, like because it stands, in, you know, it's a little awkward, but it's still nice.
That's fair.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't want somebody to pet me as a human. You know, that's not that's
a
not
little
cool.
degrading.
Yeah, I
It's
I
just-
get that. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You need that extra layer. The skin to skin is too much, but a little bit of
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Wonderfully played on the arm wrestling, by the way.
Thank you. I tried my best.
I will scratch behind the bear's ear and I will walk over to watch Olympic gymnastics being performed on the other side of the room.
All right. Eventually, go
For
ahead.
diligence sake, DM, I will pick up the short sword with the marking of the Cerulean Phoenix and ask Kothar to throw it in the bag.
And we say we got a short rest in during all this fuckery.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Woo!
good.
All right.
I'm gonna take this opportunity and
Hey, Boxster, do it.
To do what?
I'll
Do you
it.
do what? What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
Why did you say that like I would know immediately what the fuck you were referencing?
I got you.
Did we decide like where we were exiting
scared.
the room to?
Suspicious.
That's sus as fuck.
DM, does that sword have a? Well, we wouldn't know. Sorry, I'll decide a short sword.
Yeah. It's short sword with the emblem of the Cerulean Phoenix on it.
Okay.
Are you guys continuing just investigating throughout the Colosseum or heading down the cavernous path deeper into the...
I'll
Guess
mosey
we'll
around. There's
head
nothing
down
else.
the
interesting.
cavernous. Guess we'll head down the cavernous path.
So you guys will eventually have to make your way back out of
Okay.
the arena. So you could probably find an exit if you kept going deeper into the arena looking around, or you could just go back out and go out the way you guys came, but it's up to you.
And you know we've got to explore those cavernous steps.
Always. The only
Until it's
the
it.
only two players who have any kind of restraint with the jokes have stepped off for a sec, Matt. It's just
It's bad.
Are you saying that this is the bottom? I got included in the bottom of the barrel here.
I can see the way you're laughing when you just see us
this
laughing.
is
You
on the
know-
screen. On the screen, this is the horny triangle. Jokes fall into here, they don't come out.
God damn it.
Okay, we will explore his cavernous depths a little bit
I
more.
can't even.
There's no his.
I can't even feign seriousness.
Oh my god, those! Woohoo!
Yowza! Good my lord!
I feel like I just need a one-up mushroom.
Oh my!
Shorty shorts count 1.
2. He walked away as well.
Oh, that's right.
Do you guys like understand like why I live in fear?
That was horrifying. I'm
It's
glad you
really
missed
bad.
every joke I made when you came back, though. So
So you
It's
guys
really
have
bad.
you guys have decided to continue deeper, following making your way out of the arena and following the caverns deeper, farther after where this peculiar man has led you.
Can we go back just 1 second and do an ultra fast arm wrestling check between Kidai and I?
Yeah, go for it.
Except I'm gonna play a little trickery, and I'm gonna try and use dexterity by doing the elbow slam and pin. If you know what I'm talking about,
Dick.
where you slam the funny bone down, you lift it up slightly, slam the funny bone down, and then pin. when
Somebody
their
Google
arms-
if bears have funny bones.
That's
It's
no
it's
way the
like-
internet knows that.
That's true.
You missed me in Akari having a backflip competition.
All right.
I rolled a 30.
Can I? Let's.
So go
I'm
ahead.
I'm using.
So
I
going
would dex.
strength.
Strength check for Kidai.
All right, that is a big 5. Oh no, it's a
15.
7.
15 dex check.
You get it off.
Hey, baby. As I pin the bear, I will just look at Kothar and say, Kothar, I don't know how you had trouble with this. It's just a bear.
Matt, the last one was 2 checks though.
Look, I just want to say I did indeed Google it, Kidai.
Uh-huh.
I got the greatest headline: "How to Tame a Bear: One Russian Family's Experience." And if that isn't so fucking accurate, I don't know what is. Of course, a
Amazing.
Russian family tried to tame a bear.
No, that is so funny. Matt, are we doing just one this time for flavor?
Just
or...
one this time because of the way
Okay.
he tried to do it.
Cheated.
Okay.
Yeah. I
That's
will
cool.
I will absolutely dunk on Kothar as I walk away from the defeated bear.
I'll look really sad and rub
I mean, you're
my
welcome
bear
to try
funny
it
bone.
again. Would you like to go, Fane?
I think this is the law of equivalency. I beat the bear that you could not beat, and therefore I beat you.
I mean,
But we don't
that's
have
fair.
time. We don't have time. We continue, and perhaps later.
I mean, if you're afraid to step into the ring with me, it's all right.
Kothar, I would kill you in a heartbeat. Respectfully.
I think I
But-
could take you, Fane.
When we have a moment, you better believe I will take that offer.
And you guys find yourselves in Dragonford.
Anyway, making our way.
God, just fuck already.
Walking fast.
And I'll get really close, like where he's leaning down and I'm leaning up, and we're both T-posing at each other with like moisture in our eyes.
Just let me have this, man.
Following
Oh,
the
so-
cavernous steps deeper down into this valley, you guys come to, as the hallway begins to widen, a large stone room. A almost cube of sorts in this room. Every wall the same size, the floor, the ceiling, all the same length, and then on each corner of the room, there are massive black steel chains with what appear to be hand holsters on the end of them. And a massive stone door that blocks your guys' path forward.
Kothar's gonna start looking for any kind of weird circles or sigils or glyphs.
This is a
Make
this is a
perception
really
check.
horny session, Matt.
Make a perception check for me.
18.
Looking around at the four chains and the corners of the room, seems like they're the only things that stick out in this room. Everything else is just flat stone. But it does look like they just disappear into the ceiling slightly. Like you could pull on them.
I will grab one at random and pull.
Okay. You grab
I'll
one.
grab a different one.
Okay. You both grab them and you begin to pull on them. And as you guys pull in unison, the door on the opposite end of the room begins to ever so slightly lift.
Well, don't just stand there. Pull on the other two. Some of
Guess
you guys.
I'll give another one a tug.
As you pull on
Just
the
a
other,
good yank.
as you pull on the other, it lifts enough to where a small person could fit through, like a halfling or a goblin.
What
I'll
about
join
a bear doing like a limbo slide?
Maybe.
I'll join in the tugging, and I'll tug on the third chain.
As the fourth one. So,
Yeah.
as all four of you pull on it, and as you all pull, you kind of all meet in the center of the room, and the door is wide open.
Is there anything to like hook the chains on in the center?
Doesn't look like it.
If I give like a little slack, how fast does the door come back down?
Oh,
Would I
it's
have time
slam-
for like Indiana Jones?
No, if you get the sense if you let go, it's gonna slam down.
Well,
Like there's a lot of tension on these. If you let go in the slightest, it is pulling back.
hey, Kedai, you should get on the other side first.
She's eating a cookie. She found one in her bag.
At least I know what
Share-
cookies taste like.
She
One of
didn't
the
even
ones
share
she-
with Zamira. That's kind of rude.
One of the ones she baked from so long ago. It's a little stale.
I'm trying to see.
Ikari, give me a chain.
Okay.
Wait, Matt. Are all four chains coming from the same spot, or are they coming from different spots?
Each one is coming
in the
from a
room.
different corner of the room, and everyone is kind of
Therefore-
met in the center.
Therefore, if we tie them together, we will have enough for them to stay together and not fall apart. Yes?
Could definitely try.
And she's a bear.
So we're gonna be like a maypole with chains, basically, just interweaving them together.
Look,
Yeah, just make a big chain braid.
we're gonna put Kothar in all of the chains.
Would it be possible for me to like hold 2 of them, or is it extremely difficult?
You'll have to make a strength check to do it, but you could.
I'll try to hand over my chain to Kothar like he asked.
How heavy's the door look?
If you stood under it, you get the sense you'd probably be a pancake.
Even as a bear?
Could
A
I
bear
punch
pancake?
As a
And break
bear, you
it?
might, and this is a strong might, be able to hold it up. What's the strength of the bear?
Hold on.
I think 20.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
20.
it's gonna squash you.
It's gonna
Even if Kothar was there
squash
too,
me.
holding it.
You guys could sure try.
Does the door look
Yeah.
like it could be punched and broken?
Oh my god.
Looking at it from this distance, you get the sense it's like a foot and a half of just straight stone.
Actually, I have a legitimate genius idea. I will take one of my white dragon bone javelins, and I will impale my chain into the ground.
Yeah.
And try to hook it
Mhm.
over it.
Yep, easy
Mhm.
enough.
Does it hold the one chain?
It holds the one chain.
Okay,
Damn,
I will let go of mine, and I will take Akare's, and I will try to loop his over it as well.
It looks like it's holding.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the threshold and just see if there's like a stopper or mechanism of some form I can pull.
Make an
I was
investigation.
gonna say, while he's doing that, I want to try to push as much weight up on the door as I can, just to like.
The door's like
Be an
flush.
extra
The door's
brace.
like the flush against the ceiling, basically. It pulled all the
Oh.
way up. So
Huh.
you technically can't really reach it as the bear.
Hmm.
What you got, Akari?
I didn't hear what you wanted me to roll. but
Investigation.
I'll roll natural 20 for 21.
Looking throughout the room, you do find a small like part where the stone looks like it's not completely flush, and as you kind of like push into it, it kind of slides to the side and reveals a lever.
I will pull said lever.
You
Give it a little
hear a
tug.
bunch of mechanisms moving behind the stone walls, and you see as like the tension in the chains in the room behind you just go slack.
Just motion
Oh.
to everybody else.
Wonderful. I guess I won't have to leave one of my my javelins here.
Very nice.
That was a very high DC to try and find.
It's always the natural 20s. They just
Yep.
make the best things happen.
Can't get him in combat, but
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Or
As you
downwards.
guys walked, you find and this is strange because the way the caverns looked, there was a massive cliff face, and you guys followed the stairs downward, but then as you looked, it looked like the stairs came out below into the
No.
valley. But you guys come to a staircase that looks like it now spirals upwards, ever so slightly. So as you guys follow the stairs upwards about 30, 40 feet into the next room, you guys enter into a room and you can see there are 4 massive hourglasses, each filled with black sand in each corner of the room, similar to the same size as the room you guys were just in, and the sand is trickling ever so slowly into the bottom half of the hourglass within each of them. Across the room, there was a massive iron door with depictions of dragons fighting, and then 3 massive dragons at the top, kind of overlooking the 3 of them. One of them, very distinctly, the way it's kind of built into this door, you guys can tell, looks just like Zeltroy. The other 2 you have not seen before. In the center
None
of the
them
room,
look
there is
like
Sorry, one second. In the center of the room, there is a massive iron lever.
Well, this seems like a very easy puzzle. We just pull the lever, I suppose.
Zamir, this seems kind of like your shindig. Do you recognize the dragons or any kind of stuff about them?
Do the dragons resemble any of the dragons we saw depicted earlier in the cave? Does any one of them look like any of the dragon carvings we saw in the water temple? Or any other dragons that I might recognize?
Make a history check for me.
is it the 3 that we saw in the butt-to-butt triangle?
Those were just
Oh,
those were just
God, that's
generic
terrible.
in the triangle. But the 3 at the beginning, the statues, were the ones I think she was asking about.
That's a big old voluptuous 8. Curvy all the way around.
I mean, the one that's right next to Zeltroy, you can tell looks similar to the statue. It's hard to tell because you didn't take enough time to really embed what that statue looked like into memory. So, I mean, from what you can tell, you think maybe the third one that's kind of at the top of the center of this triangle. You got Zeltroy in the bottom right, the other one that's in the bottom left that you think you've seen before, and then the one that's on the top. And the one on the top, you just no recollection of where that came from.
Is there any words around them anywhere?
I would like to check out the dragon mouths, just make sure there's not openings that are gonna spew out like fire and shit at us.
Nope.
All right.
Just the hourglasses in all the corners trickling the black sand and the lever in the center of the room.
Black sand have a smell that we can smell?
It's with inside a giant hourglass. There's no smell.
What if I try with my bare nose?
You don't catch anything.
Darn.
And I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like gunpowder.
So, for my perception here, my mind's eye, this seems to be some sort of, we're trying to figure out levels with these hourglasses.
They're all at the same time, like the same time frame in each one. Each one's at the same level. There's sand trickling down in each of them. There's the massive iron door that has the dragons, like the faces of the dragons all over them, and then the multiple dragons kind of like look like they're just kind of flying around against each other below the 3, and then the lever in the center of the room.
Can I go look at the lever? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the lever, see if there's anything weird about it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
It's like a
essentially.
massive iron lever that you could pull.
Great, I'm gonna pull it.
As you pull it, and you look across the room, the eyes of all the dragons begin to glow bright red. Like, one by one. Starts at the top, and then goes to another. And then goes to another. And then goes to another. It looks like it's going to continue. And then this illusionary, like, script appears above the door and just starts counting down from 45.
Well, whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen in 45 seconds.
Oh, good.
Do we have a way out of this room?
Back the way you came.
Alright, let's go back outside and wait and see what happens. Huh? Let's get the fuck out of
What
this
if that
room.
door closes for good and we can't get back in? What if that's what
I
happens?
mean, what if this room explodes in fire?
I mean, I can stand in it. We can just, like.
I mean, I'll be fine.
We have like 20 seconds.
Alright, fuck it, let's stand here. Let's see what happens.
You guys just
I
wait
mean-
until it counts down then?
What if I pull the lever again?
If you pull the lever again, the timer resets to 45 and begins counting down. And all the eyes go out and it starts again from the top. And like with each countdown of the number, another eye lightens.
Oh my god, there's 45 eyes. That's horrifying. I'm kidding. Yeah. Fuck it, fine. Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean, it would be a tickle for me, but if we want cooked egg ganassi, then,
Y'all are welcome to wait on the other side. I'm curious what's gonna happen.
I want to stay and see.
Akari?
Sure.
he's made of metal. What will it do?
Mrs.
Shield.
Bear?
I want to shield Zamira a little bit with my bare body.
There's about 20 seconds left.
Aww.
Speaking of Mrs. Bear, I'm assuming we've been talking for more than 10 minutes, so I can no longer understand you.
Okay.
Which I would have
As-
let you know.
Yeah, I'll just like sign language my way around.
I'll
Be
like
good.
as we're like counting down,
10
like
seconds
with
left.
six seconds left, I'll be like, Kothar, there's something I always wanted to tell you. What I mean to say is
And as the
I hope
timer
you
hits
make that
0,
sound.
all the sand in the hourglasses begins to stop running, and the door opens.
what the fuck?
Great.
What happens to the eyes?
Nothing, they just stop glowing. You literally just had to let the timer run out. And
Oh.
it was going to see how long it took you guys to keep pulling it to figure that out.
Fantastic. All right. I think this is a lesson. I think a straightforward aptitude is beneficial. Let's press on.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck it.
As you guys pass through, there's like an echo from deeper in. Well, that was not very entertaining. I thought you guys might spend a little longer in there. It just kind of like echoes through the caverns deeper.
Balls.
If a bear could laugh, that's what you would hear coming from Kidai.
Ma.
As you guys all pass through the door, you go down a narrowly sloping hallway before coming to an opening that kind of opens into a cliff. And as you're standing on this cliff, there appears to be remnants of an old wooden bridge that looks like it would pass over this massive ravine, and it is barely hanging on by one rope. It is dangling down from its side, just barely hanging on. The opening within this cavern appears to be about 14 feet wide, and as you look down, it just disappears into abyss below.
Samir's time to shine. Could we throw that rope across and make this a tight rope?
But there's already a rope there that goes across that's barely holding that wooden bridge up.
My time
Zamira,
to shine.
you were made for this.
Gonna tight rope walk it.
Heck yeah!
Are you
will-
tying
I will-
yourself off to anything, or just going without any safety?
Raw dog it.
Why? Why?
Because I have levitate, I can just like start floating midair if I start falling, and somebody
but
can.
why that terminology?
It was what came to
That's
my
what
head.
Zamira grew up with.
Oh,
Go ahead and make
boy.
your acrobatics check at advantage, please.
You know what they say?
yeah.
Air girls make do.
Yeah, cut the feed, guys. Cut the feed.
That's a 28.
You walk across with ease. And you find yourself on the opposite side.
How far
Come
is
on,
this-
guys,
how
it
far
was
is the
really
gap?
easy.
It's about 14 feet.
14 feet.
Oh, I'll run and jump it.
After watching Zamira like carefully like make her way across with great grace, I will still just like take a swoop of my wings and just like, oh, you're right, that was pretty easy. Yeah.
As the three of you are standing, you just look back at the massive cave bear that's standing on the edge of the ledge,
Yeah.
looking across like, how do I get across this?
I've seen this at the circus before. A bear on a tightrope.
With a unicycle? I'll go do
Right.
my advantage. Get a unicycle.
I just look over at Kidai.
This big sigh, and I'll just go back to regular Kidai. And not necessarily like tightrope, but you know how you can like kind of get under and wrap your legs around it and
You're gonna
like
shimmy
scooch?
across?
Yeah, like scooch.
Can I jump back across when I see her do that?
I'll be on underwatch, if you will.
Uh-huh.
I will
Yeah, you
just
can.
sort of flap beneath her. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yeah,
Try and
you
jump
can
back
definitely take a
across,
running
though.
jump and get back, Kothar. With your strength, that's easy.
As she starts going, I want to walk up behind our beautiful Robo Twink, and I'm gonna put my hands under both of his armpits and just go, "Are you ready?"
For
And I'll back up 10 feet with him, and I want to run and yeet him across this cavern.
Make a strength check for me.
Assuming you're all right with it, Aiden.
it's happening.
Too late now.
Ooh, 16.
16. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, Kari.
Okay. Okay. Saving throw, you said?
If I'm still on like underwatch, I will try to be in the area.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, if this is going on while Kita is like looking up.
Yeah, you see him come flying over you as you're like going across the tightrope.
23.
You get the sense he just barely threw you across, so you're like, you land on the edge and you like almost like barely tilt back, like about to fall off, but you balance yourself and you're fine.
I'll jump
Oh,
back
that's
over
cool.
to him.
And after about 10 minutes, because Kidai's going very slow across this rope to be careful about it,
It's scary.
she gets across.
It's scary.
It is. It's a very deep ravine.
That's what she said.
It is now a oblong trapezoid of horny.
God damn it.
Oblong trapezoid.
No, it's just the whole screen,
Yeah, pentagon of horny.
minus the top left corner.
That's what
Okay.
That's where
she
I am.
just joined.
That's where I am.
I know.
I heard
Oblong
Zach over
trapezoid
Alyssa's
is my
mic.
new favorite shape.
Heard Zach over Alyssa's mic go wrong.
Amazing. Okay.
Oh,
let's,
but
let's be serious, guys.
God damn it. Eventually, as you guys make your way across the open trench, you find
He makes
Why
it
do
so
you
easy.
use that language?
He makes it so easy.
Just
you
say,
guys
like,
don't have to take it there.
You don't have to say stuff like you don't have to take it there.
I didn't. You guys are the ones that do it.
We could just accept that this is part of the dynamic. This is like we were talking about. This is our emotional, like, funny bits.
This is how we get our
for our
release,
serious.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say release, and then I
You guys are
stopped
supposed to do that
myself.
offline, not on Twitch. That's against TOS.
Yeah, but it'd get us way more viewers.
God.
She's not wrong.
For one session.
Yeah, until that ban hammer comes out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Anyway, I guess we make our way across the deeper into the trench.
No, I said you guys made your way across the trench and are now
Oh, across
following
the trench.
deeper.
Okay. And so we go deeper.
So, as you guys follow the path, and it begins to kind of level out and then spiral in a large arcing right hook, you guys come out to those stairs and find yourselves on the top overlooking this massive valley. Those of you with dark vision, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I had dark vision when I was a bear.
I'm sorry.
Says sloppy 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
4 total of.
21.
Between the two of you, looking across this open valley, there are old stone structures kind of pocketing, not much like a town or a city, but there's few every so often homes that look as if they've been built in this valley. And off in the distance, you can see there is a large opening that appears to be filled with water. And you can catch the scent of salt, the scent of the ocean air, as you're kind of like descending deeper into this valley. And the cavern goes on for miles. I mean, you guys can see the outlines of like the rocky edges of the cliff facing, and there are, as you look back up, you can see the cliff face where that arena, where you guys saw where the arena was, and looking around, there are small other cliff facings and hundreds, if not thousands, of those cliff facings with tunnels that look like they lead in varying different directions throughout this cave system.
I don't know if the rest of you can see this, but it looks like there was an entire, I don't know, outpost or civilization here. Gone now, but this used to be a serious place. Ulrich, I don't know if we can afford to get lost down every single tunnel of this place, but Ulrich did mention another arena. Maybe that is what we should look for.
I agree. I think that's probably going to be and I'll light a torch just so me and Kidai and Akari aren't blind.
Yeah. So as you kind of like light the torch, and remind me what the distance on the torch is. I think it's 60 feet in total for dim light.
Oh God, yeah, I think
I thought it
it's
was like
30 and
10
30.
feet.
It is 20 and 20.
So 40. Yeah. So, I mean, and it kind of illuminates a little bit farther, not to the point where like you're just basically like you can see the shades of the gray, and you can kind of see as you guys are now walking deeper and kind of following this stone path that looks like it was carved into the ground through the caverns. There are these pocketing of like these stone homes, and then some sort of dock that appears like it was built off in the distance where you can see that pool of water and then the cavern that leads outward. Although there's no light that's coming in, so wherever that cavern system leads, it's definitely far out to the point to where it kind of twists and turns to where the sunlight cannot pierce through.
Should we also mark that down for a little bit of investigation? If there's a
Why
rat
not?
that really gets us out to see past Zeltroy's eyes, I would be most interested.
Okay. Are you guys stopping to investigate any of the homes or just continuing through?
Yeah, I want to look around.
Maybe like a cursory glance. Sure, yeah. I'll join Zamir on that.
Okay. So as you come to the first home, a small stone structure with kind of like just a flat clay roof. You get the sense it was made of clay and then stones kind of put on the outsides of it. There's a couple of small window openings, and just peering into them, and kind of as Kothar is kind of like holding up the torch behind you guys, but you guys have dark vision, so it doesn't really matter. There are old, what appear to be abandoned homesteads. Single room homes, but there's a bed in one corner and then like a table for like an eating area in the other, and just what appear to be primitive homes.
Are there any absurdly powerful legendary magical items laying around?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I imagine out of character that we'll kind of, if assuming there's a window, we'll peek into most homes, and unless something catches our eye, just keep walking.
Yeah.
Sure, just everybody make a perception check for me then as you're kind of peeking into
I got
homes.
I got an 18 on investigation.
So the investigation would be if you're physically going into the home, but if you're just peeking in, change it to perception, please.
I got an 11.
I want to be doing quick rifle throughs, just looking for anything shiny or interesting, just barely no more than 60 seconds a house, just doing a quick rifle.
How many houses are there, DM, just out of curiosity?
There are a total of 6 homesteads. Kind of, none of them are
there's only 6? Oh, sorry, I had assumed there was
yeah, they are
hundreds.
nowhere near each other. That, like I said, this looks like a place where people maybe once lived, but not a town, not a city by any means. Just pocketing homes throughout this massive valley.
That's me a natural 20 for 28.
Give me 1.
12.
I'll take that 18 on investigation. I'll keep it investigation.
Okay, so you're just gonna quickly rifle through all the homes, basically.
Yeah, if it's just 6 homes, I'll take 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Per house.
Give me 1 second.
Just like Santa does.
Sorry, that is my fault for saying we'd only take a couple seconds. I had assumed this was a bunch.
I had the same assumption.
Everyone's mind's eye is always a little different.
Mm-hmm. Kothar in particular.
Yeah.
She seems very funny.
Yeah, too.
So as you guys are kind of looking throughout the homes, you... By the way, Akari and Zamir, what'd you get?
I got 11.
17. I didn't know I was a part of it.
I said everybody.
My B.
It's okay. As you guys are kind of looking throughout the homes and just peeking through, you find old plateware, old silverware. Some have even maybe a few, an old quarterstaff of gnarled wood that's maybe somebody used for a walking stick or even perhaps maybe for battle. It's hard to tell. but each one is the same, like primitive living, old hay beds, and just pocketing tables, sets for where people could eat, old places where you could see there are kind of like parts of the wall where people could kind of embed torches. But you do find one thing of interest, Fane, as you're going through the rooms. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find where I put it in my notes, because for some reason I guess I wrote it in not the place I normally keep it. You find a small emblem, a almost sapphire-like gem, but carved into the shape of the same shape of the cerulean phoenix. And
So it's a phoenix shape?
yeah, like two wings, a bird's like phoenix head, and then like the fiery like tendrils of the tail kind of at the bottom. And written in gold letters, kind of chiseled into it, reads Elzora.
Elzora. Anything? I'll bring it out to.
And it's a hefty piece of a sapphire. Like, it takes up the palm of your whole hand, like when you're holding it.
I'll bring it out to Akare and I'll say, Akare, do you mind? Actually, who has the ring? I think it's you, Akare, that is the ring to identify.
Not sure I really need it. That's Elzora's the name of the city from the diary.
Oh.
So I kind of pull out the bundle of pages.
No, I mean, is it magical, this gem?
I will pass the ring of identification over it.
Taking the 10 minutes to ritual cast them?
Sure.
Okay. Comes back. There are traces of magic on this, but it's not magical by any means. Not that it has like a magical effect. There are just traces of magic coming from it.
Magic adjacent.
Yes.
And the only writing is Elzora, the name
Yeah,
of the city.
written in gold lettering in common across
Okay,
the
in common,
center.
that was my next question. Well, I guess anybody who, if those diaries are to be believed, anybody who lived, some of them were here.
I wonder where they went.
I don't know, but if we found a body of someone with this symbol, maybe they're not gone just yet.
Maybe so.
I should mention, looking throughout all these homesteads, you guys definitely found like the semblance that people probably lived here once, but not recently, and there's no sign of life throughout any of these homesteads. Like the sense that anyone was there recently.
I'm guessing all the tables, chairs, and beds are just regular old humanoid sized. They're not like halfling sized or gnome sized or.
Yeah, they're all, about 7 foot long beds, for roughly comfortable enough for a person of normal to slightly averagely taller height to sleep in.
Nothing left behind by them, or
I mean, you might find a small, old, sewn together, like, stuffed animal from a child, a few, like, plates and various eatery or things used for eatery across the tables, an old hay stuffed pillow, and old, like, wool blankets, but nothing that seems
can
like...
I tell anything by like the craftsmanship or anything about these people by what they left behind?
Sure, make an intelligence check.
It's not too bad. 18.
For as primitive as it looks, they all look like they were handled with a delicate hand. They're all well sewn together, well crafted. The frames of the beds are chiseled to be like a very nice looking bed for being as primitive as this whole area looks, like between the homes and the materials used. But even though their materials that are used are nothing of like a high quality. They're still well put together. But as far as like what kind of race or whoever built them, there's no trace of anything.
Okay.
There's nothing else interesting. We'll just move on.
Okay. Continuing deeper, you guys can pass through about the 6 homes that were kind of in the cluster there in that valley, and you can see the stone path kind of comes to a Y. One looks like it leads to the right, deeper into this massive valley that kind of looks like it descends and goes through like the varying different levels of elevation off into the distance. And to the left, it looks like it leads to this old rickety dock that probably seen some better days on the shores of whatever this small bay is inside this cavern.
Would you all mind if we checked the dock very quickly before we head further?
Let's.
Of course.
Taking the few minutes to walk over to the dock and kind of looking it over through your guys' passive perception, it's not hard to miss that there is a small rowboat that if you wouldn't have approached it, you couldn't see it, but down below the dock, as it's kind of like, it almost is like the waves are kind of crashing into it, kind of push it a little bit under, but tied off to the dock is a small rowboat. Roughly maybe 4 or 5 people could fit in it comfortably.
Good thing there's 4 or 5 of us.
Kothar counts for 2.
Well,
And looking across the dock, you can see the cavern kind of looks like it bends to the left, and like where you can see where like it kind of like juts out a little bit, but then bends again to the right. And get the sense it's just a winding cavern that, I mean, because this is seawater, you can just smell it, smell the air. You get the sense the cavern just kind of twists and bends all the way out to the ocean.
I'm almost
so
wondering if this can be our way out when we want to leave. We can just see where it goes.
Seems to be a good way out, but it doesn't seem where we...
I mean, I think I agree. I think it's going to be a wonderful way to leave when we would like to, but I don't know if that's what we want right now. Fane, did you spot any like arena in this area? Any spot that we might find our friend?
Did I, DM?
The path looks like it kind of descends beyond your dark vision deeper into this valley, so without going further, you won't know.
All I know is that whatever we were looking for, I cannot see.
Then are we to carry on?
We make our way.
Let's keep following the path.
You guys continue to follow the path. We're going to go ahead and take our break.
Ugh.
Nice.
Mystery and intrigue, and then Matt's like, "Hey, it's from people from your city, you dummy."
You dummy.
Haha, you thought this was just a dungeon?
Also, shout out to Jesse in chat, my very bestest friend, who since Matt uploaded the old videos on demand on YouTube is now 100% caught up on this campaign.
Aw, hello.
Oh,
Hey, good. Also horrifying.
A lot of invested time.
Did you cut all the like sexy stuff in episode 3 and 4, right?
And right now, that's very
And right
important.
Yeah, granted he did miss 3 and 4 because those episodes are lost to time, but he's watched
Darn.
every other episode.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
no.
those weren't important.
Nothing happened. Kothar didn't cry. It's fine.
Akari
You
cried.
have no proof. You have no proof.
Has
Oh,
it
that
really
was
been-
that was the session where Akari was revealed, right?
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Oof.
Has it really been 10 episodes? Is this episode 10?
This
Th-
is
no, this is
16.
episode
Yeah.
16, bud.
Oh,
It's
shit.
been a dozen episodes since Kothar found out his friends were dead.
Oof.
It's been 3 real life months.
And it's still.
Oh, we
catches
don't
you.
talk about real life here.
Yeah.
Valid.
It would have been
What
like
even is that?
it would have been like 4 sessions, but we can't shut the fuck up.
We
Yeah.
cannot.
I love it.
We are 4 sessions of content into this campaign. Matt did the classic thing. He over prepared and he's like, well, shit, these notes are going to last me this whole campaign. Fuck.
Alrighty, guys.
I'm ready to hit level 20 on this island.
Yeah. Stick around.
Oh.
We'll be back here. We're going to take a quick 5, 6, 7, whatever minute break.
Drink
Depends on
water.
how long these guys need, but to get the horniness out of their systems. But
It's going to take
No,
longer than
there's no
7
break
minutes.
long enough.
Is that an order, Matt?
we'll be back in it. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Noon delights.
Red-faced and happy to be here.
God.
Okay, so topic for this break, as we settle back in, let's talk about Mr. Potato Head and how problematic of a character he is.
He has a huge booty hole.
His butthole is
Why?
supple and just
Why?
tight.
I need water. It's too hot in here.
I'm sorry, what's this about booty?
His butt is the part that opens to fit all the pieces inside of him.
Oh,
Mr. Potato Hole gapes on the reg.
What the fuck?
Mr.
It's too horny in here.
I stole a bug.
Chat, you can't see it right now. But both Zach and Liz are currently putting the headphones on their dog.
Here, Duper, say what you need to say.
Look at those flaps. I'm talking about Hex.
Stop bullying your daughter now. We stop.
Their dog is wearing headphones and Hex is doing stretches in short shorts.
She's trying her best to be a gamer.
I mean, she
Oh
took
my
her
god!
temperature.
The
Yeah.
lunges.
Chat, we're getting a real
That's
show
9
over here.
months now.
We're getting a real show over here.
It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Ay, Dios mío.
Go deeper, go.
Oh, it's getting close to showing belly button. I don't know if you can do that on Twitch.
Normally, I turn the camera off before I do my pre-session, stretching routine. But since you guys were interested,
I see. We've been treated to it.
oh, Zach, oh no.
Oh my god! Wow.
Hold on, I got this.
Oh, he almost fell out of the fucking chair. This is fucking out of pocket.
Or chat, they can't see.
I know, we got the two attractive boys in here are rolling deep in some short shorts.
Oh, okay.
They are both soon to be Slav squatting in short shorts. Oh my god, that is absolutely horrifying, Zach.
Hold on, I'll pull my hair back further.
Your hair is doing that by itself. What do you mean?
I know.
How do you spread them like that, my guy?
He has yeah. Your hips are not flexible enough. You gotta open up your pelvic bowl.
Oh, jeez, that's uncomfortable. I don't even like that.
Yeah, you do it too much, you'll be in campaign 1. You'll be a spread eagle.
I'd only spread eagle for Akari. I would become a Mr. Potato Hole for Akari.
Make sure everything's free.
Those sounds.
The puppy playing.
Hold on.
Chat can hear that, but they have no context for what it is. It's just like leather noises.
I mean,
Oh my fucking god. Dude,
Puppy.
there's nothing left to the imagination.
there's a lot left still. Don't worry, dog.
There's, you've got to print an image that's.
I can't angle this camera any further down without breaking TOS.
I can't like this goblin-esque stance. I really want to replicate, but I can't.
You gotta have the forehead.
His camera angle also makes it better because his is higher than his. His is more like aiming at his pelvic area.
Jesus Christ, what is happening?
Save your soul, Ranskita.
Save your soul,
I've got a deal for you. Come down to the depths of hell.
I hope Matt just comes back in and turns on the camera. So
How wide can I get?
I could probably get wider, just not in this chair.
I'm gonna actually end up seeing some Wang tonight. Oh my fucking god.
Hey, you baba!
What the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
our shorty shorts count is so high right now.
Listen, I'm glad you weren't here to see that. Glad Lissa didn't have to suffer through this. Zach, you were the type of guy to gargoyle during basic, weren't you?
Oh, dude, you ought to see this man in flip flops running, crab running down the street at you. It's absolutely horrifying.
I did not gargle in basic because there was a dude that would. I'll tell you after the stream.
Yeah. The only thing I want to say is that you have the physique of a scarecrow with the head of an iron golem. So how do you stay afloat? You look very top heavy, my friend.
Me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hidden mass. Don't worry.
Wait. Oh.
A lot of it's in the cat ears.
Lead butt
There's-
plugs.
Oh,
That's a line
We'll
cross.
talk about that after the session.
Actually, like for balance, you know, if you think about it.
Okay, all right. We're about to cross TOS. I mean,
I think
agree.
TOS is just like a made-up thing that Matt made up so that we don't.
you're
get too
right.
out of
There's
line.
totally no terms of service that anyone ever signs.
Uh-huh.
You know, this.
Y'all are signing shit?
You guys are getting paid for this? You know, I realize that with the lights off and this light on, if Lennox sneaks up behind me, it's going to be 100.
I will break TOS because I will shit myself on camera.
You just see a face just appear right here.
It would actually be fucking horrifying.
Yeah, when he did it in Monday
And
Night's
we're back.
campaign, it was like full-on Children of the Corn. It was horrifying.
Hi, Matt. Let me go turn my lights on.
How much did you see, Matt?
We didn't do anything.
How much did you see?
Too much. Anyway,
I think he's muted. Yeah, you're muted, Matt.
I did not see much, but I heard a lot.
Oh, shit.
well,
So I gotta tilt that camera up, baby. And you see the
An
camera.
eyes wide shut type of thing?
You can't be mad though because puppy.
That's
will-
right. It is pupper stream.
I will never be
Mhm.
mad about a puppy.
if
We
only
did
you would.
gain a couple more viewers during
Oh!
that intermission. It could be because of the
Oh
shorty
my
shorts
goodness,
count.
yeah.
Oh, because of the shorty shorts count, is that right? You think
Mm.
that's the reason?
Yep.
Listen, I'm not here to body shame, but that dog's getting thick.
She's so big, dude. She's so warm.
I remember when
She's
she was a puppy.
so warm.
Yeah, I remember that little picture where she like took up 1/18 of
Dude,
the
you'll
seats
get to
of
meet
that
her in
car.
person this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Oh God. I'm not
Good
sure I'm
doggo.
ready to get tackled by a. How heavy is she? It's gotta be at
Defensive
least,
lineman.
60.
yeah, tackled by a 60-pound ball of meat. Meanwhile, I'm
You
just a little
should
fucking.
dream.
I'm just a little twink over
ball.
here getting fucking bodied by a 60-pound ball of meat.
Confirmed.
then
Aiden
after-
admitted he was
after
a
we-
twink.
After we step out of the room, then you can meet Juniper.
After we. Oh, I see what you did there. That is one ball of meat I'd like.
Please resume the game, Matt. Please.
I'm trying.
That's why we call it the round meal, if you know what I'm talking about. You never heard of the round meal? It's like a fucking ball of fucking food that you can boil
I know.
in a pot of water.
So,
Although it is also a round meal.
as you guys follow the stone path that is laid out before you deeper into this cavern, you guys look, and for those of you that have the dark vision, and if you still have your torch that you can catch glimpses of it from off in the distance, those ledges and varying pockets of small caverns that look like, again, hundreds of them, just up in the skies of this cliff, of this valley above you guys, just look, they lead every different way, but seemingly no way to get up to them, except, of course, for Fane, who could just fly up to them. And the size of this cavern, dragons could definitely easily fly through here if they wanted to, and you guys can tell that. It is that large. As you guys continue deeper and deeper into this cavern, there is a massive, and when I say massive, I'm talking about 500-foot tall archway in front of you guys that this stone path seemingly leads to.
Anything on this archway?
That you can tell? No, but it definitely looks man-made.
Any writing?
Make a perception check.
Oh, natural one.
There's writing, but from this distance you can't read it.
How far away is it? Sorry.
This stone archway, it kind of is like built into the, it kind of like through the cliffside, there are these massive stone pillars that kind of culminate against the earth, and then an archway that kind of goes across, and it's about 500 feet tall. So beyond your dark vision, up high, you can see there is definitely carvings into the archway, but outside the realm of your vision.
Okay, yeah, because I can only see with the torch, so yeah.
You guys continuing through?
I want to fly up and take a quick peeky poo. at the writing if Kothar points it out for me.
Are you taking the torch with you or just flying up there to look at it?
I mean, I got dark vision, so
Can you read Draconic?
let me check. That's a nope.
As you fly up, you cannot read the writing.
I'll go and I will go down and say, Zamira, I respect you immensely. Could I take you on a short trip?
You said it was what, like 20 feet up there?
This is 500 feet in the air.
Oh, I like super misheard that. I was gonna say I could just levitate, but yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna levitate, and then you can hold my hand and pull me up while I'm levitating, like
Sounds
Peter
good.
Pan it.
I'm going to. I don't know how long your levitate lasts, but it's a ways up there. It took me like 2 minutes to fly.
I think it lasts like 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will just sort of half-heartedly sing, "I will show you the world," as we go.
As you guys fly up, you can see written in much larger letters the same draconic words that read across the archway from the enter whenever you guys entered, and it reads, "The birthplace of dragons."
We've read this before since we got here. It says the birthplace of dragons, which I've already read, but the fact that this archway is so immense and it feels the need to reiterate it, I feel like this is of greater importance than it was before.
I Fane snaps back to whatever she's saying. He's like gently poking at her obliques just to see if they're as hard as they look. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He'll slap his hand away.
Sorry, I just was curious. Okay, birthplace of dragons. Yeah. Bad stuff.
Now, I may be floating, but I need you to pull me back down.
In what way? Yeah, sure. No, it's fine. Grab her by the foot and yank her. Give her a tug.
Takes you a couple minutes to get back to the ground, and I assume you share with the party. So, are you guys continuing through the archway?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Fane and Zamira, with your dark vision, you kind of got glimpses of this room, but as you guys kind of enter in, you guys are looking around the room, and there's a snap from the distance of someone's fingers, and braziers along the outsides of this room, and this room looks like get the sense you guys think you're in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And you're standing in the center of an arena that looks to be 100 times human size. Almost like a massive amphitheater. These stadium-like seatings that just go up as far as your eyes can see, stretching up into these caverns, the stalactites that are hanging from the ceiling, and these braziers about every 50 feet, illuminating the whole room. In the center of the room, there are shells of dragon eggs covering the floor, and what appears to be a massive bowl in the center of the room. And the size of these dragon eggs, varying in size, but a numerous amount of just cracked, broken open shells of old hatched dragons just laying in the center of this room. And standing in the center of them is Ulrith.
Oh, we should have short rested for sure.
You guys
We
did.
did.
short
Oh,
rest.
we did. You weren't in the room.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
thank
we did get a short rest between the last
I
battle.
meant
and
to
this
tell
one.
you that, and I forgot.
Thank fuck.
Who said
Were
this
you-
is gonna be
were
a
you
battle?
completely
He's
burnt?
just gonna let us have all these dragon eggs.
Yeah.
There's
We're not
no
gonna-
actual dragon eggs.
It's
They
just
are
the
shells.
shells.
They're just the shells.
I wasn't burnt, but I was more burnt than I wanted to be.
It's fair. A little crisp.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at all of you with a slight grin on his face. So you decided to follow.
I mean, you laid down the challenge.
I've laid down the challenge to many in the past, and there are those who don't have the fortitude to accept.
Damn, real quick, can I get another description of this guy?
You see about a 6-foot-tall, caramel-colored human man with black dreads and ruby-red eyes, dressed in like a long, flowing black robe.
Okay, sorry.
Let me ask you a question, Ulrich.
You've come this far, you've earned that.
You clearly know how to carry yourself. You have command of this place in some way, shape, or form. You have red eyes and strength beyond what a human could conjure. I think I'm smart enough to guess that you are not what you appear as. So what are you?
Receptive man. And to say I had deceived you from the beginning would not be a lie. Or would be a lie. Sorry. No, yeah, I said that right. Would not be a lie. Got my own words mixed up. I'm an individual from another time. A being that lives outside the realm of time. For me, it is as if this world was just born, but for you, millennia have passed.
Those are grand words, but mean little.
Go ahead.
So if that's the case, then obviously you wanted to try multiple groups out. What are you hoping to show us?
It's not what I'm hoping to show you. It's what I'm hoping you could show me.
This is a performance, if I've ever seen one.
More
And
of a
not from us.
test. A test to see if you're all worthy.
I'm supposing you're not going to tell us of what.
Well, you have not faced your final test. And as she motions to the massive doorway that is behind her.
She?
She?
Honey?
Getting to it. There
Guess
is
we
a
never
massive...
asked his pronouns.
That's fair.
Don't assume.
I
As
think you said
Yulrith-
human male.
sorry.
It's fine.
As Yulrith... You're correct, I misspoke. As Yulrith motions to the massive door that stands on the opposite side of the room, your final trial is awaiting you.
Can I get a vibe check?
Make an insight check.
Alyssa has a bad vibe.
What kind of
Bad
vibe check you
about
going
this.
for?
Really testing, or like, am I right about like they?
Does he want us
it's
to succeed or does he hope we die?
is
Yeah.
it is it a performance, or is it really a test?
Go ahead.
Is this a showman, or I rolled 19 plus 2 is 21.
I was gonna see if I could get a check on, like, do they even care what happens? Or not? Sorry, not that. Are they speaking the truth?
You can either grant a Kari advantage or roll yourself. He's already got a 21.
I'll just roll.
Yeah, I can't roll higher unless I get a natural 20.
Way lower.
They're hard to read, but what you guys can glean from just looking them over and the sense of the way they talk behind their words, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they present themselves. This does not feel like a performance, and this does feel like they are simply trying to maybe not. You definitely get the sense that they are trying to test you, but this is not the first time and not the first group they've done this.
As we are moseying towards the archway, just in general,
Yeah.
I would like to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Kothar.
Remind me what that does.
Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target, can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Aberration, Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
That is concentration, by the by, so I will not be doing Hunter's Mark here.
How long does your how long does the spell last?
10 minutes.
You got it. Give me 1 second here. I apologize. I have to swap just my notes here. Wait, no, I'm trying to wait for Fane anyways because I don't want him to miss too much.
It's okay, we'll fill him in. It's same narrative. We're getting tested.
Where is?
Did the child pop
I mean, I
up
can
there?
go pop in and see how long it's gonna be.
No, you're okay. I don't want to rush him. Give me 1 second because apparently my thing I needed didn't save on my Google Drive.
I mean,
Emma,
will
I
be
do have a
honest.
question. What's the ladder to? Is it like a library situation?
Yeah, it's a ladder that slides back and forth on that big bookshelf that you used to be able to see over there.
Oh,
Like,
fuck, that's hot.
That's hot. That is hot. For your reference, Chad, it's just
unironically.
outside of frame, but there's a ladder in Hex's camera.
Oh god, that's nice.
It's more books than I have, and I thought I had a shitload of books.
That's not even like a third of the books that I have in these 2 rooms.
I will admit, at one point you were posting pictures in the. Sorry, we've gone completely off rails, Chad. You're posting pictures in the group chat about the desk build, and I was like big snooping on your bookshelf in the background. I was like, zoom in, what's in there? What's the kind of stuff they read?
I had 3.5 to 4 full boxes of books that they packed when we PCS'd, and like, that doesn't even come close to how many you have.
Books are so fucking heavy.
Yeah,
I apologize.
anytime I
am
move
ready now.
anywhere, it's the worst
Yeah,
for moving. Like, it takes longer to move my books than everything else in the house.
There's always the box of books, and you're just like, fuck.
Box I had
It's-
4.
Yeah.
So, as you guys continue to walk, and you kind of get to the center where this giant bowl in the center of the room is filled with these dragon eggs, and Yothal has not moved, still standing in the center of the kind of like this massive bowl of shells of these dragon eggs, which is about maybe 60 feet in diameter. So about 30 feet from you guys standing in the center. Your last challenge is one you have to accept yourselves. One that will not be easy, but one that will be worth it.
What do you mean by that?
A leap of faith, so one would call it. You either accept and take whatever walks through that door, or decline and leave.
Fane?
You don't get any hints, details.
It wouldn't be a leap of faith if we got any sort of hint. Now would it?
Is there anything inscribed on the door? Any sort of writing?
Just about a
Symbols.
15-foot tall iron door.
Looks
gonna be
like it's
perfectly-
holding back something heavy, huh?
I'm gonna like kind of because you said we're 30 feet away, so I'm just gonna talk in like a regular tone. It'd probably be pretty hard for them to hear. I'm just gonna say I'm not sure much will come through that door that wouldn't surprise me given everything we've seen.
I think we go for it. I think Fane's right. It's a leap of faith or it's nothing.
I think their offer, however esoteric it might be, is we've come all this way. I'll just look over at Zamira. Birthplace of
Those are not
dragons.
Wrong.
I'm sorry, I mildly concussed. What is on offer here?
Same. We're getting tested again.
Okay, so just vague something.
Yeah, nothing specific has been offered. You didn't miss anything specific.
Yeah, he popped up and said he was going to give us one final test.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that there is not a chance we wouldn't take it. But you owe us serious answers after this and not vague words of timey-wiminess.
Before, can I, DM, do his eyes look familiar to me?
Make a history check. Sorry. Hi, DC here.
Oh, history?
Yeah.
19.
Familiar in a way, but you can't place where.
Okay. That's all.
I think it's your call, Zamiro.
Not sure why this is my call.
Well, Birthplace of Dragons is kind of your thing.
Yeah, I imagine it's between you with the dragon thing and Fane with the kind of arena thing.
Yep.
I mean, we can go in, but I don't look at this as a me thing.
Oh, you guys
That's
won't be going
the
in. Something will be coming out.
I would.
Good for them.
It's not up to me. These decisions belong to all of us. But I don't mind saying that I think we would all feel less of ourselves if we didn't.
I
Here
cast a
comes-
spell on Kothar.
Yeah, I know you did.
No, I mean, I will say that now I cast a spell on Kothar.
Gotcha.
As
Okay.
like a fuck it, we're going.
I thought
Got it.
you said on Fane and Kothar, or can you only do one?
Can only do one, and
Oh.
Kothar it is.
All right.
What the spell?
Protection from
Protection
evil and
from
good.
good and evil.
Talk amongst yourselves while I grab what I need for the new battle map.
Battle map.
Okay.
There's no battle. We're not being tested. What do you mean?
2 combats in one night?
What if it's a friend,
Who
though?
even is this DM?
It's
I
been
think-
it's
I
been
think there's-
3 combats since we long rested.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think it's 2 combats in one night because we didn't talk for 10 years. We did do some acrobatics and arm wrestling.
I
BS,
don't
but-
listen. There was a chance we could have long rested in those buildings.
Probably, yeah.
They had beds.
Oh,
Potentially.
shit! We
He's-
didn't stop in the place that had beds!
Y'all wanna know something really fun? Hey Matt, can you still hear us? Can you yell
No,
if
he
you can
doesn't
hear
have
us?
his headset on.
Fuck.
Now he does.
What you got?
Now he does.
What about?
Nothing. Don't worry.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely nothing.
It's secret, no DMs.
I mean, I'll just go back and watch the recording, but
Well, yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
can watch
it's
it
fine.
later. I just don't.
And you
You
can
don't
laugh.
need to. You don't need to know it in the moment.
We'll find out. It'll be fine. There's a reason I cast that spell on Kothar.
Aiden knows what I'm talking about. Liz knows what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, then just DM me and Emma.
What do I know? I don't know things.
They know that we know that they know that
All right.
we know.
Oh, we
So-
know that they know we know. Me when your mom.
I
when
assume you guys are accepting, unless
Having a stroke?
I'm
Yes.
Yeah.
misreading the room.
Yeah, we're accepting. Screw it. We came all this way.
So as you guys,
It's a
unless you
dance
tell me you're
battle.
walking through the shells, you walk around the outside of the bowl, and as you guys begin to walk around, Ulrich just kind of smiles. I was hoping you'd all accept. This is going to be the final test, and a fun one. And in that same way, just kind of like that bright flame kind of evaporates around him, and then you see him kind of sitting up high in the stands, watching from off in the distance. And as he does, there's a small like creak as the door like kind of splits down the center and begins to slowly, the 2 double doors begin to kind of slowly open. A greenish smog begins to like roll across the floor.
As it runs out, as the doors open, can I run at the doors?
Yeah. So, give me a second here because I need to change the ambient music.
I am feeling this sucks. What do you mean, sorry? Nothing to be sorry about.
As you
Love you, bub.
begin charging the door and this green smog kind of begins to slowly drift across the floor of the room, you can see 1, 2, 5 sets of eyes staring back at
I
you.
knew it. I knew it. The second you said she, I'm so fucking.
And a massive hydra comes barreling out of the 2 doors,
Oh, boy.
staring you down. Green scales blanketing its body with these yellowish and red spines down its back. These glowing red eyes staring back at all of you. And this green-like smog drifting out of its mouth. And I apologize because I did not get to finish painting this mini, so it doesn't look nearly as good, but it's pretty. I like it.
The fucking Hydra. I'm terrified. Thank you.
We each get ahead.
Matt, if you
Man,
end
I'll
this-
admit,
if you-
tonight was kind of heady.
Hey.
And Matt, if you end this session right here, this will have ended exactly the same way the last one in Techless did.
With a Hydra?
With a Hydra.
Yeah.
In Hex's home game, yeah.
It ended
Yeah,
with
we
a Hydra?
played.
Why do I not remember that?
Because
Because
you
we were
weren't
all
there.
scarified.
It was Kythine and Taz being fucking idiots.
Because you were
Because
too
you
busy.
and you and
bringing
Box have been
punches at
drinking all
Ravine.
fucking day.
That's
and
I
fair.
remember. I remember.
you have been drinking all day and shaking paint at mics.
Well,
That's okay. Hydras are one of my favorite monsters, and the Whiz Kids Hydra Mini is probably one of the best, or not the Whiz Kids, but the D&D, the Nulzers Hydra Mini is probably one of the best ones they do.
I
So-
haven't gotten to use it yet.
It's amazing.
I didn't get to finish painting it before the session, but I got the gist of it down. I'll send you guys a picture afterwards.
looks good to
But-
me.
Really cool, yeah.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately,
they-
you lose a lot of quality on camera.
Yeah, it's nature of the beast.
And I should mention this is not a normal Hydra. The green smog
Yeah,
rolling from
I
it, the
assume.
smell coming from it to all of you, it feels acidic in nature. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Baby.
Both are,
Matt.
I did move you
Yeah.
30 feet towards it. Did you say you raged? I didn't. If you did, I didn't catch it.
No,
Okay.
I didn't,
Ooh.
Matt.
Not good.
20 to 25.
22.
Natural 20 for 24.
Akare. Then,
DM, if you've got the time, I am concentrating.
Yep, I will put it on you. Then Kothar, and then the Hydra with a
Put
20.
it on me, DM.
Ooh,
15 to 20.
Steady, Matt.
19 for Fane.
Zamir Kidai, what you got?
12.
11.
With this, like the tension of just imagining my son sneaking up behind me from that trauma and Hydra, I'm fucking buzzing right now.
Yep.
So because of the sheer massiveness of this arena, there is nowhere for you guys to hide. It is flat stone for about 400 feet in both directions.
No, it's not like
I was
dragon eggshells and
planning
shit.
on
The
hiding.
dragon eggshells and that giant pitch are about 30 feet behind you guys.
Oh, okay.
So, top of the round, Akare, what are you doing?
Man, I don't even remember what the fuck hydras do. I just know they're scary as fuck. Well, I'm gonna bonus action planar warrior and take 2 shots at the hydra. I don't remember how they work. First one's
Cut
a
off head.
28 to hit. Second one is a natural 20. So that's good. Just rolled
Sexy
2
way to
natural 20s
start.
in a row, one on initiative and one on this. So I will do the natural 20 first, shall I? So 8 plus this dice. And I did a planar warrior, not a hunter's mark, so that one too. 15. 23 plus 4. 27 points of damage. Oh wait, no, I double these dice. Shit. Hold on.
No,
Sorry,
you
I gotta
don't.
start
No,
over.
you don't double them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't double them because you automatically get the max off the first one.
Got it.
And
Let
then
me,
you add,
let me redo my math. I'm
Yeah.
fucking silly.
Yeah. So if you have a D8, it's 8. Then you roll an 8. So if you got 4, it'd be 12.
but you have a D8 and a from Planar Warrior and a D8 from your longbow, right?
Yeah, so that's my question is,
So
which,
automatically
do I also
16 is
double
your
the
base.
D8?
Nope, you don't.
Automatically
double those.
16, period. Got it.
Automatically
Okay.
16 for those, and then you roll your others and add that in.
I understand now. My B. Oh boy. Wait, 3. 31 plus 4, 35.
35 points of damage to open. That is
Damn
fucking
near
nuts.
max. Holy shit, dog.
Yeah. Rolled a 1. I rolled an 8 and a 4.
Pretty fucking
And then I got
good.
plus 7, so. That was just the crit. So let's do just the other longbow. No hunter's
Just-
mark.
Just the crit, he says.
Yeah. 3 plus 7, 10.
10 points of damage on top of that. You got it.
Yeah. So 45 total. Not bad.
So as you go ahead.
I would like to scoot. Oh, shit. I do want to be close to you guys. I'll scoot 15 up and to the left. Perfect.
That
Thank you.
you got it.
That's my turn.
So As you unleash these 2 arrows, the 2 of the Hydra's heads just shift in your direction, but the other 3 are still trained on Kothar, who was already running at them. All right, Kothar, that brings us to your turn. What are you doing?
Kothar will run forward, protect his friends.
Are you out of
40
rages?
feet. I'm out of rages.
Oh, man.
40 feet.
All right.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
The good news is I'll get 3 attacks. Reckless.
Got it.
Longsword, great axe, longsword. Or, sorry, great sword, sword, axe, sword.
Yep.
You got it.
You're still going to go reckless, though, aren't you?
Yes.
Or do you want
No,
to?
no, no. You can go reckless without raging.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to, though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or no.
25. 21. 24.
Those all hit. Roll your damages.
Nice.
14 on the first. 5 on the second.
I should have mentioned, Akare. When you
Right.
shot at the Hydra, 2 of your arrows pierced through its neck and one of its heads fell to the ground.
Okay.
No.
Wait, is that bad? I don't remember how Hydras work. I genuinely fucking don't.
It's
I just know they're
bad.
terrifying. Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's real bad.
It's big bad.
It was 14, 5, 11.
14, 5, 11. Got it. All right.
And I will stand there playing my part.
God, let's sound defeated.
No, that's what I mean. That's 100% what I would do.
Oh,
Like,
I know. It just feels bad. All right, that brings us to the
Oh.
Hydra's turn. Nope, never mind. The Hydra is going to go ahead and take 4 bite attacks into you, Kothar.
Holy fuck.
yeah, dog.
Does it have disadvantage from protection and evil good?
It's a monstrosity, so you tell me.
No.
I don't think that's in the list.
I don't think it is.
Fuck. All right. Well,
Advantage.
Oh wow, I rolled shitty on the first one. A natural 2 and a natural 3. I don't think. I do not think. Yeah, those don't hit.
Nope.
Wow. Natural 3 and is a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right, so 1. 22.
Yep.
So that's 2.
My AC's 18. If you beat
Okay.
it, you.
16. Yeah. So only 2 hits. Wow, that feels really, really shitty. And that will be 12 points of damage on the first one, and 9 points of damage on the second one.
yikes.
Okay.
And the Hydra, go ahead and take your attack of opportunity because it is going to shift around you and move to be in between you and your friends.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll take it with a sword.
fuck.
Yeah, that's a natural 18 on the die.
Natural 18 on the die, that hits.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage, you got it.
I should
the-
mention, if it matters, the great axe is not magical.
It does not matter. At the end of its turn, from where Akari shot off its head, 2 more heads shoot out.
We're in Fuckerlyville.
Oh, I didn't slice one? Hell yeah, dog.
Got it to do 25 damage or more in 1 turn.
What?
Oh no, so you did do 1, Kothar. So I apologize. So now, it now has, in the same place where Kothar chopped off a head, there is now 4 extra heads.
So that's a total of 7 heads. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, 7 heads total currently.
7 heads.
I'm not gonna.
Love-
I didn't paint the double heads, so I'm not gonna bother changing them out because it also takes time.
You don't worry.
What?
All right. That is going to bring us to your turn, Fane. Zamira, you're on deck.
Okay, so Fane is an arena guy. Has he ever seen one of these in the arenas of Drakenford?
A Hydra, maybe in a
Yeah.
very, very high risk, and one that was not nearly as big, and one that was more a normal Hydra, and this one definitely seems like a variant Hydra.
Okay, I mean, I as a character know there's a trick with these things. Is there a trick that Fane knows?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, great time for that roll. That's a 19.
19.
Hmm.
You know that with normal Hydras, that if they take fire damage, they do not regenerate their heads.
Mhm.
But with this one, you don't know whether it's fire, or you can't be. Sorry, I shouldn't say you don't know. You don't know for sure whether it's fire or if it's something else. But you do know that with normal ones and the way normal Hydras work, that with fire damage, it stops them from regenerating their heads.
Okay, I will. As I'm going up and swinging at this thing, which I'm going to do in a second, I will be sort of yelling out. I'll say, "It's a Hydra. You have to try different things. Burn the heads or freeze the heads to keep them from coming back. You have to try, otherwise there will be 100 before we kill this thing."
Jesus.
And then I will move in, and I am wielding my rapier, and I will move in and schwiggity schwack. What is the size?
Just for my clarification, is there a reason you're using the rapier?
Because it's a D8
Okay.
damage dice.
Isn't the scimitar you have also a D8, which is a +1 weapon though?
It's a D6.
Ah, okay.
D6s.
I did not know. I was just wondering.
The reason I went for the rapier is because I did the math, and mathematically rapiers come out on top over a +1 scimitar.
It is completely up to you what you use. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
As far as I know, rapiers are the only finesse weapon that do a D8, and I find it incredibly disappointing.
Yeah.
All right.
So
sorry to interrupt, but go ahead, Fane.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna move in with my rapier and take 2 schwiggity swings.
You got it.
I'm certainly not flanking at this point, right?
No, Kothar's about 15 feet behind it.
Okay, I'm gonna do on the first one. I'm gonna do a maneuvering strike then. If I hit, does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I want to maneuver Kothar in and hopefully have him flank.
Yeah, I got 20 feet. I'll move in.
You got it.
And that's going to be, I never roll good on damage. 14 points of damage for the first
14
strike.
points of damage for the first one. You got it.
So I'm going to take the second strike at advantage. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 is going to hit.
Okay. That's going to be a... Does it seem like this thing is trippable?
From this size? From this size, no.
Okay, so it's a huge creature?
It is indeed a huge creature.
Okay, then I will just... I'll just make it a... Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna make it a normal attack.
Okay.
Just be, yeah. That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You got it.
And then, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, that's... Yeah, I'm gonna hold off. That's gonna be it.
Got it. All right. That is going to bring us to your turn, Zamira Kidai. You're on deck.
You're muted, Boo Boo.
Can I get up to be flanking with it? How many feet is that?
Kothar's already flanking with it, so... To get on the... But you still want to get on the opposite side?
I just want to get up to wherever I'll be within flanking. And
Yeah,
preferably not directly under all of its mouths.
55 feet of movement to get behind it if you don't want to be in front of it.
Oh, fuck it. I guess I'll be under its mouths for a turn.
Did you say it's 20 points of damage or 25 to remove a head?
5.
25.
Okay. I came right at the threshold. Shit.
Okay. I am going to unarmed strike with fire damage.
Okay.
Advantage. Roll it again, bitch. That's an 18 to hit for the first one.
That's gonna hit.
That is 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire damage. You got it.
Second one is a 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
That is 11 points of fire damage. And can I also make that one a stunning strike?
Sure.
So he needs to make a con save.
27 on his con save.
Oh yeah, that'll save. Okay, we're not wasting any more key points with that.
I heard Zach over this mic again.
Yeah.
I heard
we are
something I couldn't
going-
tell what he said.
He was like, "Oh."
I'm going to Fury of Blows.
You got
So
it.
we're going to 2 more at advantage.
As well as these
Come
are fire
on.
damage.
Yes. Come on. That's a sloppy 20 for that one. That is another 11 points of fire damage.
One of the heads falls off.
Ooh.
Nice.
Like as you're punching.
I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit.
14 does not hit.
Yeah, so the second one's not gonna hit.
So as you're kind of like punching and you kind of like use your monk abilities to kind of like float up into the air and give it a few punches into its head. And as you do, you just like physically punch into like the soft tissue under its body, and the flames just like physically chop one of the heads off, and it falls to the ground and catches flames. That is going to bring us to your turn, Kidai. All right, you're back on deck.
Got it.
Okie dokie. I'm looking at one thing real quick. Sorry.
You're okay.
With bonus action spells, do I have to cast another spell to use it?
No.
Okay, cool. Bonus action healing word on Kothar.
I'm super good. I'm super duper good.
I am still worried about you.
Okay.
I mean, me too, but
I'm literally at like almost at max.
Just take 8.
take it. Shut up.
Take it.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Be better. Go.
so you guys are all within 5 feet, and you're also flanking, yes?
Yeah, they're all kind of surrounding the beast now.
Okay.
If you're trying to do what I think you're trying to do, there is a corner you can hit.
Well, yes and no, because it's everybody within 5 feet. So,
The creature is 15 feet by 15 feet.
Just remember, because since you cast,
but it's 5 feet from it.
if you're trying to cast another spell, just remember it has to be a cantrip because you used a leveled spell.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm Right. So what I will do is join the party,
Got it.
and I'm gonna, oh god, take a slash at it with the flame tongue blade.
Got it.
I love it.
It's
Queso
not
blood
much.
comes out.
Queso knife. Queso and snake knife.
Kita, if
The
we're gonna
sneaky
die,
snake.
can you at least call it the queso blade before we do?
I've been calling it the queso blade this whole time. Oh, that's not bad. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, so can we kill this thing already?
Well, I don't know how that works.
Okay, that's only 7, but it's 7.
You got it.
If we don't figure out what the element is, we're gonna have about 92 heads by next turn.
Well, it wasn't being rude. I was making a queso joke, but
It's
he got it.
only missing one head right now. It's down to 6.
I swear to God when I say that probably the first stat block I ever read as a DM looking into running a game was a Hydra, and then I've never read it again. I was like, that's fucking crazy. I never read it again. I have no idea what Hydras do except for they regrow heads. Don't know how to kill them. Don't know anything about them.
Kari, what are you doing?
Well, seeing that protection from evil and good is not working, I'm going to drop that spell as a free action.
You got it.
Or get the concentration on that, but keep that ring on me because I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. I'm going to take 2 shots at him.
You got it.
I cannot plan on warrior because I just cast Hunter's Mark. Ooh, first 12. Second is cocked. Second is cocked again. Second is
I'm sorry, it's what?
27. Cocked.
Yeah. Okay, that hits.
Roll the cocked dice twice. Are you being horny?
Horny jail. Bonk
right.
bonk.
One
Now
hit.
it's not a now it's not a rhombus anymore.
Yeah, probably not. 7, 8, 9, 10. 12 points of damage on the first hit. Or the only hit, I should say. Sucks to miss.
Does suck to miss, indeed.
Sucks real good.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Kothar, you're on deck, by the way.
shift. Sorry, I'm trying to do the whatever. To my left, another 15 feet straight left.
Okay.
Nope, 10 feet. Perfect. That's my turn.
All right. Brings us to your turn, Kothar.
Oh boy.
I would like to start to run up its fucking back.
Got it.
And as it does, I'm going to just lay into it with 3 swings. And as I start swinging, I'm just going to speak out Draconic. I thought you'd like to take on a fucking challenge. Look me in the eyes. And I'll just start swinging.
Got it.
Reckless.
I think he's perfectly capable of looking you in the eyes, Kothar.
It's fair. 22,
Like 15 of them.
19,
He's got eyes to spare.
21.
Yeah, those all hit.
Cool. Thanks, Dad. Ooh, big damage. 18 on the first. Ooh. 16 on the second.
You lop off a head.
We're gonna fucking find
13
out,
on the
boys.
third.
13 on the third. Hot
and if
damn, that's
possible,
a...
Can I try to intimidate it to like focus on me?
Make an intimidation check.
Thanks, Dad.
You're an absolute madman.
What's my fucking modifier? My screen left. I was making memes. 12?
You get the sense that this Hydra has multiple heads. There are a few that are trained on you, but there are others staring at your friends as well. It's
valid.
keeping an eye on everybody.
I'm keeping an eye out for Selena.
All right. That brings us to the Hydra's turn, who is going to, for one, throw you off its back as it maneuvers ever so slightly, Kothar, which will give Kothar, Hidai, Fane, and Samira all attacks opportunity.
I don't get a
Fuck
chance
yeah,
to keep
Will.
riding it.
Unfortunately,
wanna-
because you weren't trying to physically grapple it last turn. No. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that's fair. That's fair. I'll take my attack of opportunity then.
22 to hit, and can I make my unarmed strike acid damage?
You can. I mean, you tell me. I don't remember what all you can choose to make your.
No, I know that I wasn't really technically asking. I was just telling you what I was doing in
Okay.
a polite way, I guess.
Okay. As you punch into it with acid damage, you get the sense it has no effect.
Okay, that was 6 points of damage.
So 0 points of damage, just so you know.
Twice.
So it's a
Sloppy 20 for. Fuck, I had the damage calculated. 12.
12. Okay.
Natural.
Go ahead,
Oop.
Kidai.
Natural 20.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to show me how to do it.
So you're gonna roll. So if you have a D6 on your blade, so you automatically get 6 for the first one. You're gonna roll a D6 and add that, and then you're gonna add your modifiers.
And don't double
Oh
it.
shit!
So
I rolled a
this
6.
was the
There you go.
queso blade, wasn't it?
13. 13
No,
with the queso blade.
If you roll the
Wait,
6, it's gonna
you
be...
have extra dice on that. Don't
Yeah,
you?
if you
She has
roll the
to
6,
activate it to get the extra dice.
What?
on
if
the
you
queso
roll the
blade.
Can I do that?
It's an
I
action.
forgot.
It's an action to cause the flames to activate.
Oh, that's right. I did have one of those
Forgot
all
about that.
campaign for yours, Zach.
No, mine was the actual flame tongue, so it was a bonus action.
Oh.
Got it.
You'd have to read the blade. I don't remember. It might be a bonus
Yeah,
action,
and-
but
No,
yeah.
it's a full action.
Once per long rest, as an action, you can use this blade to ignite flames. Yeah,
but you'd have to take the action to get that, unfortunately.
that's okay.
So 13
Understood.
points of damage.
Yes.
You guys lop off another head,
Yay.
down to 4.
Fuck.
So as it backs up
Keep
and
is
it
this a bad
sees,
thing or a good thing that we're lopping off heads?
there are 3 heads now laying on the ground in front of you guys.
Which
And the
means
4
6
heads that are kind of looking back at you guys are all trained on you. And as they do, they all go low to the ground into this smog that's been slowly rolling out of the chamber behind, and they exhale more of it. And I need... See if this reaches you, Akare.
So fire was the right
Just
one?
outside of it. You don't know.
We
It's
don't
at the
know.
end of its turn. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw besides Akare.
Oh, that's big cock.
Constitution.
Oh,
Another natural one.
Oh man, feels bad.
Ooh, that's a big 6.
Oh, feels bad.
15.
19.
Matt, if you say poisoned, I swear.
DC
Why
is
couldn't it be a
15,
dexterity?
and those of you that failed are indeed poisoned.
Oh my goodness.
And you will take, Kothar and Kidai, you will take half damage.
That is so bad.
Let's see here. Do some quick maths. 10, 20,
math.
28, 32 points
Quick
of
math.
poison damage.
Holy fuck.
So cut in half to 16 for those of you that succeeded, and those of you that failed are now considered poisoned, which would be Zamira and Fane, correct?
That's like 50% of my health.
Yeah.
That's also when you're poisoned, Emma, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
I think we were all up in its grill.
Yep, poison
we
creature
get
has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah.
And the effect lasts for 1 minute in case this goes longer than 10 rounds, but I doubt it.
Oh, grim.
Wait, is this is just me asking for curiosity? Is poison something that you can shake off with stillness of mind?
No.
That sucks.
I was just about to ask because I have
myself.
the monk thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's like charmed and frightened, I think, for stillness of mind.
Yeah, I guess like a physical thing rather than mental. That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
at the end of the Hydra's turn, 6 heads sprout out from the 3 you guys lopped off.
Oh, it wasn't
and
fire.
now has 10 heads.
It also just got like a bajillion life back too. Meta, but that's horrifying.
You gotta find its urethra.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Why? Alright,
It's
that
the
brings
first
us
body
to
part I thought
your
of.
turn, Fane. You're up.
All right, I'll.
And I should mention
Yeah.
the Hydra has looked like it's taken a pretty sizable amount of damage, but it is regenerating some. So you guys are dwindling down. It has taken damage.
I'll yell out as I'm going. I say, Zamira, try something different. And I
be
will.
Yeah,
God,
Well,
I
thank
say,
you.
try cold, try ice, anything.
I was gonna do cold.
It's not poison, acid, or fire. It's got to be cold. What else can you do?
Lightning or poison.
Lightning.
Or
Lightning though?
Stay away from it. Stay 5 feet away. I got you.
Honestly,
Alright.
good idea.
I'll try cold. You try lightning.
Well, it actually, Kira, quick, just because I know you were asking, it is 15 feet apart, so you can strike in the middle of it and hit nobody else.
But it says any creature within 5 feet of it also.
Within 5 feet
Nobody's
of where
within
it
5 feet of it
impacts?
right now.
Within 5 feet of the creature is what I was assuming.
I know you can choose a
What
5
What are
foot
you doing?
square to
I'll
blast
read it
on.
while Fane takes his turn.
Sorry. I'm in middle of people's shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my first attack with the oh shit! I don't remember if we can hot swap like that. So
You can
Probably not
kind of swap between your blades. I've always told you it takes your bonus action to kind of swap between them in combat. That's how we're kind of ruling it.
that's probably worth it in this case. So I will do the first strike with the life essence blade. Oh fuck! I'm gonna be at disadvantage. Can I get into flanking with it? No, because there's nobody in melee with it,
There's
right?
no one in melee with it currently.
Fuck, that's super
But I mean,
bad.
if you wanted to run up over there so the rest of us could get flanking.
Yeah, can I make it to some sort of flanking position?
30 feet of movement, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough.
No,
Alright.
you're right. It says of that point.
Okay, so I'm going to do my first strike with the I'm gonna start off with crashing waves
You got it.
at disadvantage.
There could be one
That's not
square
gonna get
in there.
it. That's gonna be a 13.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright, second attack at disadvantage. That's gonna be a 14.
14 just barely misses.
Fuck. I haven't changed weapons yet. I mean, is it worth it? No, I'm gonna bonus action second wind,
You got it.
and that's gonna be all your dandy did.
All right, that is going to bring us to your turn, Zamira. Kidai, you're on deck.
Okay, I am going to run over to be flanking with Fane.
You got it. Your attacks are now a straight
And-
roll.
Yeah, and I'm going to turn these punches into cold damage.
You got it.
Yeah. First one is a not gonna hit. Second one is a not gonna hit, so I guess I'm gonna Fury of Blows because you struck me right. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Love to see it.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 6 plus a d6 plus 5. So minimum 11 add a d6 is gonna be. Oh, I rolled a fucking 6. Ah, that's 17 points of damage. Of
17.
cold damage.
Nice.
Alright, and then the second Fury of
Zamira,
Blows.
as you punch into it, you get the sense it fucking hates the cold damage.
Yeah, bitch.
Do we all see this?
You all see
The
this.
second one is a 22 to hit. So that's gonna be 7 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Fuck this guy.
And I
Oh
should
man,
get
that
the
puts
sense
it like
that you get the
one
sense that
under
it's
the head
taking-
falling off.
Oh yeah, no, 2 heads fell. Or no, sorry, 1 head fell off.
Oh, did it? I thought it had to be 25 points of damage.
But it fucking hates this damage.
You did-
Oh, that's
you did-
true. It did.
You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
17 and doubled it.
And if you're not catching the drift, it's does not like the cold damage.
No, I just for some reason in my head I didn't double the damage, so I was okay.
And that is going to bring us to your turn, Kidai.
Okay, so I need a DM ruling here. So with Call Lightning, it
You
says...
can strike in the center of it and it won't hit anyone else.
Yes, but with Ice Knife, it says every creature, or the target and each creature within 5 feet of it.
Every other creature
Only
will
if
have to
it
make the
hit.
deck save, yeah.
Everybody else will have to make a dex save on
Well,
Ice
same
Knife.
deal. Can you shoot at the center of it with Ice Knife?
Ice
think
Knife's
that's a
worded a
question,
little
right?
differently than
Mhm.
Call Lightning.
That's why I was confused, because it says the target and everybody within 5
So
feet.
do
but
you?
Call
So I guess the
Lightning
question, DM, is: do you hit the boundary of the creature, or do you hit a square that you choose?
For now, we're gonna say we hit the creature, and I'll read more into it after the session.
Gotcha. I just
So
want to
do I hit my friends with Ice Knife?
They will make a deck save. If they fail,
Fuck.
you will hit them.
I've
But
got
I
evasion,
want-
bro. Do it.
You got 2 strong dex characters in there. Do it.
Okay. 4th level Ice Knife.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, I fucking love that, Kidai.
So yeah, that's you. It's a dex save.
So it's a roll to hit first, and then a deck save.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Yeah, it has to hit before we make our save.
Okay. 21.
That's gonna hit. So roll your damage
Okay.
on the first one,
So
and then and then Zamira and Fane, both of you make deck saves as well as the Hydra.
Sloppy 20.
8.
Uh-huh.
8 points of damage.
Yes.
Did you upcast that, right? That's still only 8 points of damage.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's 1d10 per level, right? Or no?
No, the actual blade does 1d10. The ice is what gets upcast.
Ah, gotcha. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
that's what I wanted. So
Yeah.
that is a 14 15, sorry, on its dex save.
That fails.
An 8 on my deck save.
Oh, unfortunate.
Also fails.
Mm-hmm.
Mine saves at a natural 20, I'm assuming, which means I take no damage because of my evasion.
Jesus.
Okay,
That's
Mr.
five,
Flex.
that's 5d6 ice.
Show
by the way.
off.
Can I aim it away from Fane?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so higher levels when I cast a spell using a spell of second, this increases by 1d6, so it's 4d6 instead.
5.
So it increases by 1 per
fourth
each level on top of the 1 it already does.
So that's 8, 11. Oh shit. 16, 20.
It's 5d6.
I rolled 5d6.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it was 4, but you're right, it's 5.
As the
So it's
ice
fine.
begins to like crystallize over the like acid and the goo across its body, it is fucking pissed. And you indeed lopped off another head.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Down
Only
to 8. Top of the
8.
round, Akari.
How's Fane looking?
I'm at half. So, and I do have a round of attacks coming.
Yeah, you've
I'd
already
take it
burned
if you had it.
You already burned a second wind. It's time to pop tart your ass. Sorry. I'm gonna take. How far am I from Fane? No, actually, I do need to scoot around. I need to get. Can I move forward my full 30 and get like? I guess that would put me within 15 or 10 feet of the Hydra.
Let me see.
Somewhere around there. I'm not counting squares, but I. Wait, forward.
30 gets you directly below it.
I don't know what forward looks like to you, but I'm talking about away from your DM screen. Well, I don't need that. The problem is it's all mirrored. Sorry, not my character's forward, away from your DM screen forward.
Like this way?
The opposite way.
Yeah. 5, 10,
Yeah, there you go.
30.
Sure, close enough. I'll take 2 shots at the lad over here. Still hunter's marked, I imagine, because I haven't had to make a con save.
Yeah.
18 to hit, and a 28 to hit. This bow is so stupid. Nope, too late. Didn't bonus action planar warrior, so fuck it. I need to get better about that. I'm gonna start making myself a little cheat sheet. And the hunter's mark. I'm just rolling these both as the same. 14, 24, 7, plus 4. 31 points of damage.
31 points of damage. Another head falls off.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and course correct real quick. Can I get like 5 feet to my right?
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be, just so that I'm closer to the Hydra, so that if I need to, I can wrap around and there we go. We're good. That's my turn.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want 5 feet to fuck me over.
Hydra's looking real hurt. Or I shouldn't say real hurt. He's looking hurt. That is going to bring us to your turn, Kothar.
Wonderful. I just so everyone else is aware, I had Aiden roll a d6 to see if Kothar would notice the ice damage because he's raging, and he does not. So I'm gonna take 3 swings with my blades.
Yep. Are you raging?
Sorry, no, I'm just super focused. My bad. I'm not actually. I fucking wish I was raging. 3 attacks. Reckless. 13.
To hit?
Yes.
That will not hit.
$16.
That's gonna hit.
And a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Big
So
damages. Here goes
the
another head.
non-crit is 6. The crit is 25.
Another head. Down to 6.
And all in my turn.
All right. That brings us to the Hydra's turn. See if he gets his acid breath back.
Smaug.
He is going to take his 6 attacks. 2 into Fane, 2 into Kothar, 2 into Zamira.
Nice knowing you guys.
First against Fane, 22.
Yep.
Second one, higher, 24.
Yep.
All right.
Fuck you.
10 points of piercing damage on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, lowest damage possible. 6 points of piercing damage on the second one.
I'm cool as a cucumber. Feeling poppy seed.
Second two against Zamira. First one is a 26.
Oh yeah.
Second one's a 19.
Nope.
First one is 17 points of piercing damage. I rolled max damage.
Like,
Kothar,
well, good for you.
26 on the first hit.
He has advantage.
Okay. Second one was a natural 2, so I'll just take that without that one at advantage. So 26 for the first hit, and 21 for the second hit.
Both hit.
First one is 12 points of piercing damage. Second one is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that will bring this to the end of his turn, and you guys notice that no heads regenerate.
All right. Fane's turn, I presume.
Correct. Zamira, you're on deck.
Looking addled and like sort of bleary-eyed from like the poison choking in my lungs, I will pull out the life essence blade for my first 2 attacks. My first, I should say, and I'm going to make a swiggity swing straight roll with 2 dumpies in it.
You got it.
That's a great time for a natural 3. Boy, the rolls are coming in today.
Oh, man.
All right, that didn't go, so I will spend my bonus action to switch to the rapier, and I will make a little 26.
That's going to hit.
Action surge, 2 more attacks, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 24.
That hits.
And that's going to be an 18.
That'll hit.
So that will be 3 whatever the fuck maneuvers. We'll call them tripping attacks.
Sure.
Jesus.
That is going to be 62 points of damage total.
Whoa!
As I, like, bleary-eyed, I start, like, bashing heads apart, slashing, bashing, slashing, maneuvering between them, and doing all the wet work in the thick of it.
With that, you lop off 2 heads.
Slashing, burning, destroy as a new step.
And I will, like, as I sort of, like, go through this, like, furious thing, I will sort of fall down looking quite weak.
You got it. That is going to bring us to your turn, Zamira.
Okay, I am going to...
I'm sorry, Matt, I did my math wrong. That is 57.
Okay.
47 points of damage.
Okay, so one
I
of
added 6 modifiers, yeah.
Alright. So it still has 5 heads then. Let me add that health back.
I'm gonna give it a bunch of icy hot punches.
Icy hot. God.
Oh, okay. Well, the first one's not gonna hit. Second one is not gonna hit, so I'm gonna Fury of Blows, so I can at least do some fucking damage to it.
15 is the ACU.
Emma, 16 hits. Don't assume. Say the number.
I added it wrong. That was my bad.
It tells you the number.
Does hit. I didn't look at it. I added it in my head.
16 does indeed hit.
Okay, so that one is going to be max damage, 11 points of ice damage.
You got it.
Cold damage, whatever. And the first Fury of Blows is gonna hit with an 18.
Yep.
7 points of ice damage.
Got it.
Oh, 15 is gonna hit or no?
15
I think
is
that's
the AC.
That's what I thought. The second Fury of Blows is 7 points of ice damage.
You got it. Edai, you're up.
Muted.
No, she's
Sorry,
too
I'm just
quiet.
far away. I'm just far away. Sorry.
She's getting too
I
comfy.
was. One more ice knife I can use, and it's just first level, but we'll roll with it. Actually, wait. I'll do second level. I can do second level.
All right.
18 plus things.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okie dokie. So the first one is just a D10. That's a 5.
deck save.
Failure on his dex save, but I also need Zamira, Kothar, and Fane to all make it. And Kothar, I will remind you that you do not have advantage on those anymore.
I was going to say,
Failure.
Can I do a bonus action healing on Zamira or no?
Because you cast Dive Nice, unfortunately, no.
Oh, yeah.
I succeeded on my deck save, I'm gonna assume, with a 23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Natural 1.
Again.
What's that 3d6 ice damage, babe?
Shit.
10.
10?
And what was the damage from the original knife?
8.
8. You got it. This Hydra looks like it's barely holding on. Kare, brings us to your turn. What are you doing?
Who is the absolute roughest looking on this team? I want numbers.
19.
17.
Oh shit, Zamira. I had no idea.
Yeah. Got fucked up.
Akari is gonna run in and next to Zamira, almost kind of baseball sliding as he does. And he's gonna hold Cure Wounds for the moment Zamira goes down.
That's positive.
Okay. Gonna pop tar you immediately. It's a held action.
Kothar, that brings us to your turn. What are you
Doesn't
doing?
matter if it's in the middle of tearing you asunder with 5 attacks.
Cool. I'll
You'll
take
get
3
back up.
attacks at it at advantage.
Go for it.
Recklessly. My first one's it's a natural 19.
Kothar, I'm gonna save you the trouble of rolling the other 3. He has 3 health left. How would you like to do this?
Wonderful.
Nice.
I'm gonna run up. I'm in front of it, aren't I?
You are in front of it.
I'm just gonna go bananas. Y'all are gonna see a 7'8" lizard folk just fucking baseball swinging 2 giant ass weapons, just with 0 care in the world, the least amount of finesse you've ever seen. And I just want to chop it into like sashimi, you know? Like I want to make
You're going
like
Banjo Kazooie
mincemeat.
up in here.
Yeah, this is Banjo Kazooie.
The sashimi got me.
Yeah, dude.
Ba, 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 da, 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 da.
What are we miming here? What is that?
It's Banjo Kazooie.
Mm-hmm.
He's too young for that.
No, I played the game. It's just been like forever. I don't remember the sound
What?
effect.
How's that do for you?
It's-
Whoa, hey! All the sounds you know and love.
Mhm.
That sounds more like the Goron in Breath of the Wild.
Sounds like somebody beat Mario
So-
64 with a fucking baseball bat and then forced him to do that. while he's-
Whoa. Those are all certified. I did the VO for Banjo Kazooie.
So-
They're
Oh.
certified.
Have you? Okay.
As Kothar, you chop this beast into 1,000 pieces, wailing with ease your 2 massive weapons. The beast falls, the blood and goo just like boiling out from the inside as the blood like spreads across the floor. It's like almost sizzling ever so slightly.
Nasty.
And then as you guys turn around, almost without any of you even noticing, Yorith is standing there. Well, it seems I have chosen wisely. You've all proven yourself.
Fane is down on one knee, like coughing sputum, looking uncomfortable.
DM, Question. I know how held actions are written, rules is written. Zamira didn't go down. Is it wasted or can I use it on her?
You can use it because combat's over.
Yeah, I'll do the same for Fane.
An actual 8 for
Oh.
10.
Nice.
I was gonna say I'd walk around and I'll healer's kit.
Too
the
late
5
now.
Of us.
That was
I rolled
that was
an
my
8.
held action, so either I used it or I lost it.
13 Fane.
Well, spoiler alert. There's
You
still
said
gonna be
10?
the 5 of us.
Also, save yourself a charge. I've taken no damage.
You
Just
said
out of the
10
range
points?
of that poison, but I think you're immune to poison anyways.
I have advantage and resistance against damage, but I have advantage against being poisoned
Gotcha.
and resistance against the damage of poison.
I tell you what, when I was calculating that homebrew monster, I was like, adding a Hydra that can put the poison effect on people, like, ups its CR tremendously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Assuming you'll let me roll the same dice for everyone,
Yeah,
I can roll a
that's
separate
easy.
d6 for every. Okay, so 13 to everyone but Akari.
Right.
Thank you.
Heck
Yeah, no.
yeah.
You said 16 or 13?
13.
13.
Couple more dice rolls because I think Fane was having a lot of problem with dice, and Zamira was rolling kind of low. Couple more
Yeah.
dice rolls in the negative, we'd have been in a tight fucking spot.
My not only were my attack rolls not great, but my damage rolls were not great either until that last little one.
So as Ulrith is kind of watching you guys bandage yourself, would you all like to receive your gift now? And for you, my young friend, as she kind of keep saying she, as he looks towards you, Bane, an answer.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
She takes... God, I said it again. Whatever, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out right now anyways. She takes about 100 steps back. Would you prefer a familiar form? As the man snaps his fingers, and standing before all of you is Nagarathu.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Hold on.
Isn't
that's
he
the-
the
No, that's-
leader?
That's the woman we were transporting on
Uh-huh.
the boat who didn't make it off.
She died.
She
You guys
she
never
didn't
found the
make it.
body.
Yep, Nagarathu.
He
I got a
looked
fucking,
for her. She was
the
the one.
eyes were familiar.
She
I
was
got
the
a
one
fucking star on
funding
that character's
our-
name.
expedition.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, doesn't that mean we
Is
owe
that
her all
100
of her
steps back?
fucking money?
Huh?
That's
Said 100
She
steps
took about
back?
100 feet step back. Across
Shit,
the room now.
This was the game the whole time.
Now,
Well, hang on. Hold on a second. What is Nagarathu's form? Just a female, like a humanoid?
a female elf.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Do I get the sense that this
For-
is like the real form?
No, she's about to do that. For the true answer that our young friend here asked for. And you guys watch as her form just begins to swell and grow. And grows.
The
And
fucking dragon.
grows. Until a massive, multicolored chromatic dragon is standing before all of you.
I want $100, Aiden.
I didn't bet you $100, but I will give you some money.
Her massive red glowing eyes staring down all of you, and every different color from every, sorry, I said chromatic, but every different color of metallic and chromatic dragon is across every different scale is a different color going across her.
Rainbow dragon.
My true
That's
name
hot.
is Altosia,
Altosia.
one of the 3 original dragons.
Who were the other 2?
The other would be my brother, who gave us a more than welcome greeting as we arrived. And the third would be a one long since deceased by Soledad,
Draken.
which is now
Your
known as the
brother.
city of Drakenford.
There were always rumors that there was more to that myth than just a simple story.
While I'm learning all of this, I am watching Zamira.
I live in her brother.
His remains, yes. Now,
That
because it is
sounds slightly
simply easier to speak, she will go back down into her Nagarathu form.
I mean, I'm assuming I knew who Zeltroy was. Like, I would have read about her. I would know who she is.
Never heard of her before. There is no written history about this dragon.
Oh, Zeltroy is the black dragon.
Like,
Zeltroy is known as the king of dragons. There is no written history about this dragon.
Yeah, Altozia?
Altosia.
Altozia. I gotta rewrite this before I get it wrong again.
I'll legit just like salute and like kind of like half bow to her.
Each of you, please, approach for your gifts. Ones that you can choose yourself. And she will essentially like form these 4 floating orbs in the air. They're kind of like luminescent and ethereal. And each of you may look up the feats Eyes of the Dragon, Scales of the Dragon, Dragon's Life, and Dragon's Speed, and choose one to take.
Oh shit! Okay,
Whoa.
so those eyes, scales, life.
Dragon's Life and Draconic Speed. And
I'm
each of you
assuming
may-
we should take the time to read one of those out to somebody.
Yeah,
chat, I
someone
mean.
someone should take the time to read each one for chat, please.
Did you homebrew these feats?
They are all homebrew feats, yes.
Amazing.
Fuck
I'm
it.
excited.
I will read out. I can't even find one of these.
I'll read Eyes of the
I'm
Dragon. I have
fucking-
it
oh
pulled
my
up.
god, I've been muted the whole time. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'll read scales.
You can give. This is Eyes of the Dragon. You can give yourself a +10 bonus to a ranged attack roll you make, or advantage on a perception check that requires sight. You can use this bonus 3 times. Afterwards, you can't use it again until you finish a short rest. Amazing. 3 times you can give yourself +10 on a ranged attack roll or advantage on perception checks per short rest. Amazing.
It's supposed to read long rest, but I forgot to change it.
Oh no, it's short rest, Matt. You wrote it right the first time.
No, it's definitely long rest because all the others are long rest as well.
A car with a +20 to hit? What could ever go wrong?
Yeah, we only attack 3 times per combat anyway.
I've got skills, which I think is the last one on the list. So let's go in alphabetical if we can. Who's got the second? I can't remember.
Life
the
and
fucking
speed are
names.
the other 2.
Okay, life.
Dragon's Life and Draconic Speed.
So there's
Somebody-
4 of them.
Yes. Life, speed, scales, and eyes.
I don't see
And 5
Dragon's
of
Life
us.
on this list.
It should be there.
What is it?
Life
called
of the Dragon.
Life is most certainly not there. It's
Let
all
me-
alphabetical when you go to your under features and traits and you go to manage traits. So life isn't there,
Let me
and
double check.
speed.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Speed is not there either.
It's draconic speed.
Yeah, Draconic
It is.
Speed.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Oh fuck, that's big.
That's dope.
Well, somebody read it.
Draconic speed, you gain 10 feet of movement, and 3 times per long rest, you can unveil spectral dragon wings and ignore difficult terrain as the wings propel you forward.
I am so confused.
If I took that and mobile, I can max out at 80 feet of movement.
Holy shit.
Dumb.
That's insane.
What are the other ones? Because that's the only one I could see.
Or
There
raise
is-
the
Scales,
amount to get
scales
the
gives you a
button.
permanent +1, and then 3 times per long rest you can gain resistance to your chosen chromatic field. So like fire, ice, light,
Okay.
poison, acid.
I don't know why apparently life didn't save. It is a flat bonus 30 to your HP and immunity to the effects of aging. But it does not lengthen your lifespan. It makes you immune to the effects of aging.
100%. Hello?
Did you say 30 to your HP?
Flat 30 to your HP and immune to the effects of aging. So spells that would cause you to age, you just are immune to them.
Okay.
So you still get old. You're just immune to the effects of aging spells.
Correct.
Got it.
You'll stay if Fane took it, he would forever stay in his prime visage that he is now, but his lifespan's not lengthened.
What was the first
he
one
still
that we
dies
read?
at 69.
That's right.
Eyes.
As he should. No
I don't know
offense.
why Dragon's Life was not in there. I will fix it after the session so those who want it can take it because I know Kothar's taking it.
The
No,
way
for sure, dog.
the way to go and the when to go. It will be 69 and the prime of life. Will I feel the effects of aging? Like I'll
You will
still
not
die
feel
at-
the effects of aging. It's just when it's your time, it's your time.
Oh. You could take away the HP and Fane would take that 10 times over and sell all of his children for it. Are you
Mara
kidding
is
me?
Very torn.
This is the most attractive Fane's ever been in his life. He's prime. He got lightning in a bottle at the exact moment to take it. He's tip top, baby.
Do we have to choose now, or is this a think on it sort of thing?
You can think on it if you'd like. And we'll retcon say you picked that one.
Well, I'll try to make it easy. DM, would it be acceptable if we declare what we're interested in now and then start of next session have a final decision?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. I will throw in that, for obvious reasons, Akari is extremely fucking interested in Eyes of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And
The
between
question-
eyes and life.
The question, DM, is this boon that we can use when it comes to game mechanics, do I use it before or after I roll?
Before.
Okay. So I would have to be like, I want to fucking hit. Plus
Yeah.
10, plus 10. Okay, gotcha. Got it.
It is something you use, and then your next, for the next, 6 seconds or whatever, you have plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, and none of these mechanics cost an action, bonus action, anything else.
Nope. Just
They're
happen.
just yep, okay.
They're free actions.
Well,
What if this actually? I suddenly have a moral dilemma. I mean, life is about the journey, and the different seasons of your life. What if your body not aging prevents you from maturing as a person because your body can never reflect what your mind
Ooh.
occupies?
Damn.
Bane over here.
What if?
Getting
That's a question Fane would ask, because Fane believes that the mind follows the body. So if your body can't grow and change, then how could your mind?
Fane, what do you make of me then?
Kothar, I don't mean to imply anything untoward,
Akari.
but
Not Kothar.
I mean, Akare, I don't mean. I'm sorry. Just used to being. I'm in love with Kothar. I'm sorry. Akare,
That's fair.
I don't mean to imply anything untoward, but I genuinely don't know if the same rules apply. I don't know if you have a beating heart in your chest. I only know that I do. I don't know if you will change or if you will live 1,000 years or more.
Neither do I.
But
It's a fair point.
I know that the second eternal youth was said, it sprung into my mind as such a good idea, but then suddenly a second thought came in. That second thought. What if I never changed? What if I never became more than I am now?
You're not at all worried about as well your legacy? I mean, the way you
You know-
progress through the world can change that. If you
If
don't, what then?
If I was forever young, I could die as the most famous man in the history of Drakenford and maybe half the world. I would be a legend my entire life as I cut through waves of enemies in the arena. I could do it for 60 years and do things no one had ever done, and the world would know my name, but how would I know myself?
That's what I was getting at.
What would it be to marry a woman and watch her age and die? Watch my children grow old while I stayed young?
Ask an elf.
Yes, but
Marry an elf.
Marry an elf.
there's already a human I'd like to marry, which makes that sort of hard to change. It's a blessing and a curse.
Othar's not a human.
That's why I said good.
I don't think I could take that. As good as it Sounds, I don't think I could take that.
It's your choice of it. I mean, quick question. Nagarathu, is this... Say Fane takes this boon and decides later he doesn't want it for the rest of whenever he's done. Can he turn it away?
I can remove my power from you whenever I see fit.
I suppose there's your answer, Fane. I don't think you'll get another choice, but you do get the choice.
And Altosia, should I accept this gift, and would you consider I can send you a letter and you will show up, and who's to say you will live? Who's to say I will find you? What if I'm stuck?
As I told you when you so rudely interrupted my greeting, I have seen entire solar systems demolished and rebuilt. Time means nothing to a being like myself. If you're still alive, I will be able to find you.
Let me ask you this, since you seem to be keen on handing out answers to questions. You talk about
Well, you've all proven yourselves.
time. I'm sorry. I genuinely didn't hear you there, Matt. What?
You said she's keen to handing out questions. She responded with, you have all proven yourselves.
Okay. You talk about time progressing so slowly. What all have you seen? I mean, you what? You're one of the first dragons. I'm sure you've seen some crazy shit.
If my brother would like to have his way, he'd say he was the first, although we all, myself and our other brother who is deceased, only came moments after. But as elder brothers do, they like to declare that they came first. I have seen civilizations, other worlds. I've seen wars between the gods. I've seen wars between men and the gods. War between men and men. You name it. I've seen it across all sorts of different solar systems and planetary planes. And as it so happens that every once in a millennia, when the moons align above the volcano where my brother likes to call home, it is the only time that he is ever vulnerable. That I can ever best him. But with the horde,
Is that why you're here?
with the horde of his children that he has brought to this island and multiplied, even I can be bested when I'm facing down thousands of other dragons.
I guess I'll ask as a follow-up. What do you see in us? What is it that you want?
Zeltroy's plan for this world, which I do not see us being able to stop him whenever he is weakened, but I do see that as a way for us to gain an advantage. The only thing of his that is going to be able to wound him would be something crafted from him. When he is wounded, I will assist you, and we will try and steal something. You yourself, Akare, as I've watched you and guided you,
Just know my name? Damn shit.
have found something that was crafted that could wound such a beast. As she points to the umber bow in your hand.
Ooh.
DM, I drop the shroud to her.
She could already see through it. She's got true sight.
I suppose that's fair. We never defined it as illusion, but that's fair.
She There's no reaction. I already knew.
Never seen anything like it then.
Oh, I have seen plenty like it. Not in this world.
Altosia, I have a somewhat pressing question, if you'll humor me for a moment. Pressing to me, at least. And I'm gonna walk up real close, and I'll kind of give her a wink, and I'll just say, "Did you at least consider it?"
She smirks and gives no answer.
Silence means yes.
Does your brother know you're here?
It's most likely the reason all your lives were put in danger. A beast of our magnitude has keen senses, and I'm sure he caught my scent off the horizon as we entered.
So
Is that
this
your
the
MO?
whole-
Is that what you do? Is you gather groups up and take them to the island and maroon them and then test them?
Well, no, you guys are actually the first that were marooned. The others simply didn't make it to the island.
I see.
So this is the whole purpose for this expedition. To come here and kill a king of dragons.
If it can be avoided, I would like to not kill him, simply stop him from what he and our creator set out to do so long ago.
Got any
Which
context on your creator?
A being above a god, if you would say. The original god, if you would.
Makes sense.
The one who created the others, and then created the worlds. She... In days... I'm sure you've all heard of the Great Tribulation. We'll start there. A war between the gods. Well, she is the original god, but there is her counterpart. And when she grew bored and tried to rid this world and start anew, he defended the creations that she had made. He came to their aid, and some of us dragons, chromatic, metallic, other gods of varying nature and power joined on various sides, by Solidar himself falling within the fight, crashing into the mountains off in the distance, which is now where the Drakenford lies. And without giving you all too much of an earful, Zeltroy intends to begin what she started so long ago, cleansing the world of every known race and starting anew with a race of dragons.
Smear's like, you're gonna
Oh.
shame.
Good.
If I can ask a slightly unrelated question. We all came to be under your service for different reasons. We all signed up for this journey for different reasons, yet each of us have found some sort of connection or meaning on this trip to this island. Was that by design? Were we chosen somehow?
I've been around a long time, and while there is a deity that lays claim to these sort of things, fate works in mysterious ways. I did not choose for you to come here because you had some other reasons to be here, but if that was the path that was laid out for you, then it was meant to be.
GM question.
Yes.
At Kidai's mentioning of this, in my limited interactions with the Honor Ray, was there ever a visitor with similar eyes?
Ooh, make an intelligence check.
I shit you not. I'll take a picture of this. 21, natural 20.
Not one that you remember.
Okay. That's fair. Just figured it was worth asking.
I thought it was a great question.
It was a good question. But she means in wholeheartedly that she did not physically pick you guys because of you had other underlying reasons to come here.
All right. It's okay.
Was a visitor to Fane's bedchamber later. Up top bottom.
So, as these mystical orbs of draconic energy float before all of you, she motions for each of you to pick your own gifts. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. We will pick up next week after you guys have a week to think on it and pick each one.
That's good.
CHP.
I know. I already know what Kothar's picking. I don't even have to ask.
I'm torn.
That's B for HP, man.
30 HP is a fucking. That is a beacon
Yeah.
of hope for me.
It means
As
he
someone-
can make bigger monsters. That's all it means.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing is like plus 10 to hit sounds amazing. Plus 30
Yeah.
HP, bro. I'm already getting outclassed in this party.
Oh, it's not 10, it's 1, isn't it?
No, it's plus 10.
To
No,
an
there's
AC?
plus 1 to your
No, she's talking
your
about the
AC.
AC. Yeah, the other one is plus 1 to your
Oh,
AC,
right,
and then
right.
resistance to damage of your whatever chromatic you
Right.
choose.
Got it.
That's big too, but plus 10 to hit
Um,
basically means if I want to hit, I'm gonna hit. It's an immediate plus 20. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I mean,
torn
if
between the
shit in
movement
this
and
game
the
starts
HP.
having 27 AC, then then we're all fucked. Like a plus
Bigger
10 plus 10 from the Umber Bow, which isn't even on its first form, means that I can realistically hit anything I choose to when I choose to, 3 times a day.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Matt, when you were calling the future monster she, and we had a feeling it was going in a dragon direction, I was so terrified that it was going to be Tiamat.
Oh,
I was
God.
sitting there, and you said something about like the 5 pairs of eyes, and I just like, ah.
Oh, yeah, I can see how you thought that.
you're lucky because Matt doesn't run that pantheon.
Hey.
Tiamat does not exist.
Tiamat
Tiamat
exists,
does
just not in this
exist.
realm.
I mean, she exists in my world, so there's already
She's still
that
hot
crossover.
Yeah,
She
that's
is
what
still
I'm
hot.
saying. She exists, just not in this realm.
Right. She exists in the wider universe.
Yep.
All this planet
Give-
bullshit. She was
Give
just
you a
spouting about.
wider universe.
So I hope that clears
It's
up
like Mr.
some-
Potato Head.
Hope that clears up some of the confusion from a few previous sessions.
It connects some dots that I had
does.
completely forgotten about.
I walk away
the
and
dots.
I'm pleased because I feel like I've gotten what I wanted, but I have 15 more questions.
And that's good storytelling, baby.
You
Yep.
can talk to her. You can talk to her next week. I just didn't want us to go too late because I know 2 people, including
No, that's
myself, are tired and ready for bed.
No, that's fair. I was trying not to drag it out, but there
Oh,
were
you're good.
questions I thought I
I
had to
know,
ask.
me too.
You have a whole week to
Yeah.
think on your questions, and we can take however long you guys want to talk to her.
All right.
She is by no means not trying to hide anything from you guys, at least as far as you guys can tell.
Is she single?
That's what I'm trying to fucking figure out, man.
We'll find out,
She is
won't we?
indeed single. I'll give you that answer.
So
I
you're
was
saying there's a
expecting an answer.
chance?
Zamir's going for it.
I will remind you that there is no way to critically succeed on an ability check. So even if you roll that nat 20 on that persuasion, you better hope you have a high modifier.
Ah, good
All
news.
right.
None of us have above a +5.
I mean, Zeltroth
I
out
have-
here fucking on the
I have
regs,
a-
so like,
So I just want to say that I technically have a theoretical max on my persuasion checks of 36.
oh,
How?
How do you
Not
have a-
if she's a
how?
lesbian.
I have a +8 modifier and commanding
Hopefully she is.
presence.
handing presents.
I'm rooting for you, Zamira.
Well, we'll pick up
I
there next
have
week, guys.
One of you is-
3 rolls
is
for
fucking
mad.
persuasion.
The rarely seen utility battle maneuver, which allows you to add a battle dice and maneuver dice to a persuasion check.
Nice.
Hmm.
So we'll pick up there next week, guys. Don't miss next week. It's gonna be a fun one.
What the
We'll
hell?
see you next week.
I'm gonna be Donkey
Take
from
care, guys.
Shrek, baby.
Yeah, well, everybody.
Bye.